And we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome here to Pop Culture Philosophers for a very special edition of Rockin Robbie Live because it happens to be May the 10th, which is my birthday. So celebrating my birthday with me, right now, we got Jelani and we got Jay Strick. What's up, my dogs?
What up, man?
What's up, my guy? Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're just chilling, hanging out, having a good time. We're not able to, no restaurants are open, nothing fun to be done. So we're just going to hang out here with you guys, the PCP Army. I'm hearing an echo. Are you?
Fun to be. Yeah, it's not me.
That's crazy.
It was totally me. I'm watching us on YouTube while I'm doing this. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I can't do that.
Mute it, man. Mute it. So we're going to have a good old time tonight hanging out with the PCP Army. We got a few more hopefully going to pop back in. If anybody out there in the Excitable PCP Crew is listening, I sent y'all the link, and I would love for anybody to show up. So, but we got Jay Strick and we got Jelani right here, my two dogs, my two homies. Thank you guys for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. I wish we were at Dave & Buster's in real life, though.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Out in real life doing something. This is still real life. It is. It is.
Yeah, we just Farrah Pat.
Just five pot.
Right.
I just watched this Lakers Celtics documentary on ESPN, the 30 for 30. Did you ever see that, Strickland?
Yeah.
Like the best enemies or something like that.
With Magic and Bird.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a real rivalry. Yeah.
It's narrated by Ice Cube and Donnie Wahlberg. And Donnie Wahlberg is really playing up his Boston accent.
It's really hot. It's wicked hot.
It's wicked hot at the pot.
Yeah.
You have to.
I hate the Celtics so much, so I really liked it. And because of the way that those three series went down, it kind of is. It's great for a Lakers fan because the Lakers kind of took off there. But
they did. The Celtics though have their court is terrible. I don't know why it's like that dark brown.
The Garden.
Oh.
It's crazy because I didn't grow up with Magic, so I grew up more with the tail end of Jordan, and then obviously I've gotten to see all LeBron. But watching The Last Dance, I got to, they did that whole thing when he faced the Lakers, so you got to see Magic and Bird and all them. I was I really got to witness their greatness because it's just man, they were freaking amazing.
Those are freaking fantastic times, man. They really were. That's when I really watched basketball.
Well, some people say that's the height of basketball.
Yeah.
That's when I first remember it. I first remember it in those days where the Lakers beat the Celtics and it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And I loved Magic Johnson. That's probably why I became a Lakers fan. I just loved Magic Johnson so much. And then Michael Jordan, obviously, who wasn't there was nobody in my classes that wasn't a Bulls fan for the most part, in my age.
You had to be a Bulls fan. It's like a prerequisite.
We just loved Mike. We wanted to be
Mike is awesome, man.
Literally watching the Last Dance, I ordered a Jordan sweatsuit and I got the Jordan OGs in the mail. They're on the way.
You better be careful. You better be careful because that shit's going up right now. Because has it been 5 minutes? Nope. You're right. Y'all right. Y'all right.
You always do it.
Y'all right.
You always do it.
Y'all right. I was Tuesday. I looked up you remember the Dream Team starting lineup box set that had the 10 figures.
Yeah.
So I looked it up because my cousin had that. I never had it. So I looked it up on Tuesday because obviously they talked about the Dream Team on last week's episodes.
Yeah.
And it was $40-$50. And I was like, I'll probably buy that for my birthday for myself this weekend. Right. So I go this weekend and look, and now people are asking $100 for it. And I'm like, oh, it's because of the damn Last Dance. So all that Jordan stuff and all the Jordan centric stuff, it's starting to tick up. And I was even seeing the Dream Team complete 12 cup set. You remember the McDonald's Dream Team cup, the plastic cup, full set for $50. Even those have gone up. I'm like, it's ridiculous. So just wait a few months. The hype dies down. People forgot. But Strickland, that's something I want to know.
Yeah.
We'll get to the chat here in a minute. So please feel free because once again, this show is driven by your comments and we're not doing a typical Rockin Robbie live tonight, but you are very much a part of this birthday party because you're very much a part of my life. And I really do appreciate y'all out there in the PCP Army, out there in the PCP universe, in the PCP multiverse. But
many layers?
me and Jelani grew up. We got to see all that Jordan shit. So
Yeah.
watching The Last Dance, man,
It's amazing. Yeah.
It helps unravel that for you, so you understand exactly how big
Yeah.
the deal it was.
I mean, I was just a kid.
So you sat down and watched basketball like that. But go ahead. Yeah.
I was born in '91, so like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
just watching. I watched
When the Bulls won their first championship in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've always loved basketball. I mean, most of y'all know that, but like, I remember watching the Bulls game, the intro. I had a Jordan jersey, like everything. I didn't know all the drama. Like I knew.
Yeah.
Well, actually, as a 6-year-old, I knew Rodman was crazy because I was like, he was like dating Madonna and Carmen Electra, like all this crazy stuff. So I knew that as a 6-year-old, but. Yeah, watching the documentary, man, it's so like it's just like awesome because you're just like, there's always this debate between Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe, and it's especially since Kobe's passed, it's hard to even like talk about it even now. But watching the doc, it's just like 100% to me is Jordan because like
it's always been Jordan.
You can argue with LeBron.
LeBron's done a lot. He's done a lot, but he's done a lot on different teams. Yeah. He's fragmented. He didn't have a Pippen, not for real.
The thing that's special about Jordan, Jordan
is perfect.
Is that he like took off the years to play baseball. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like he probably would have had another championship or two. You know, and then when he retired after the last championship and he came back in 2003, that was 5 years. He probably could have won at least 2 in that time frame.
Exactly, but he wanted to do that, and it was just something he liked to try, and I'm glad he did because like we got to see him.
He came here,
he was part of the Birmingham Barons.
Yeah, he was trash though at baseball.
Yeah, he was. He really was, but he was there, and that place was like sold out.
That's the busiest I've ever seen that place.
Yeah, it was
busiest there will probably ever be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been closed down now for a few years. There are plans to renovate the Joe Davis Stadium. That's where the Huntsville Stars played. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that we got a new baseball team. I can't wait to see them.
The Trash Pandas. Eventually,
can't wait to see them. This is supposed to be their first year. What a freaking year, right?
Yeah, I know.
We were supposed to go to that game.
Toyota Field.
Yeah, man, we were supposed to go to that game. We were supposed to have already gone to our Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle show.
Supposed to already have had the expo.
Yep, the expo, the 311 show, lots of shows. So I mean, that's the stuff I'm missing. I'm also just missing. I mean, look at all the movies we've missed out on, man. Black Widow,
Black Widow. Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. Let's look into the chat and see who's here. See what's going on. Henry Mitchell, Dennis the Menace father here, wishing you a happy birthday. Well, that's a distinguished pleasure. Coffee Girl, Espresso Guy, happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Herminio is in the house.
Let's go.
What up, man?
What's up, my friend? What's up, Michael? Thank you. Sam, thank you. Yeah, I sent them an email that stated, here's the link for tonight's show. And then I didn't send the link. So that means Dylan's got that email too. And he's probably going to get really confused because he said he might pop in, but Dylan's at work tonight. Hey, what's up, Justin? Everybody, if you don't know, Justin is a comic book letterer.
Okay, cool.
Did you read Road of Bones, right, Strickland?
Oh yeah,
that's he was the letterer of Road of Bones. But the sequel, Load of Bones, is coming out soon. Just kidding. There's a spiritual successor though coming out, Sea of Sorrows. Very cool for that. Thank you, Eric. Hello, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. That's important too. Happy Mother's Day. You know, I was actually born on a Mother's Day, and I am a firstborn. So that my mom always said that was her greatest and worst gift, all wrapped up in one. What's up, David Hatch, the man himself is in the house.
What's up,
Reggie? What's up, my man?
What's up, Reggie?
What's up, Fable? Nova 69. Hell yeah! Look at that Nova 69.
Yeah,
that is beautiful
right there. Thank you, Fable. Thank you, Comic Book Therapy. It went great with Dylan last night. Me and Dylan had a great show. Bueller popped in for a moment. It was really cool. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Nelson. Stop by before playing board games for the night. Board games for the night? That's not a Robbie Day activity. Well, usually you got to watch baseball, you got to drink a good IPA, and you got to eat a taco. I've drinking a good IPA, I've eaten a taco, but alas, no baseball to watch.
No baseball.
Thank you, Frankie. Never grow up. Trust me, I won't. Hey, look. Strickland, you got someone to commiserate misery with. Herminio's
Oh,
a Knicks fan. Of
man.
course, he's
Oh,
from
man.
in New York.
We're one of the 2 New York Knicks fans left in the world.
Ever.
We are horrible.
Thank you, Adam. Jay Stricky says he's got that flasher. He's calling you out. He's like, I got that.
This is beautiful.
Very nice.
Is that Jason Fabic? Who's the artist on that? Yeah.
No. I don't know. Is it Jim Lee?
I don't know, man.
It says Jim Lee.
Okay, let me see the.
Oh, wow.
Go pull it up. Look.
Yeah, let me see it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is Jim Lee.
Yeah,
that's from the Justice League New 52 stuff.
New 52, because of the lines in the suit.
Herminio says, I hate Jordan and the Bulls, but Jordan is the GOAT. Yeah, because Jordan, look at the people he beat, He beat Magic in the finals. He beat Barkley in the finals. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Isaiah Thomas.
Trailblazers.
Isaiah Thomas in the conference finals.
Yep.
After I loved revisiting the whole Bad Boys team.
Yeah, that was
that
good.
whole era and the Pistons.
And they're still beefing to this day. I love it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yep.
It's all over because there's nothing else for them to cover.
There's nothing else to talk about.
So literally, The Last Dance fuels like
all of this back up.
Yeah, sports television for like the whole week. They're like, oh,
it's hilarious.
Let's see what Charles Barkley has to say about that. Then Isaiah Thomas, like, how many times I got to apologize for walking off the court? We were walking off the court because they were the bad boys. Like, I love when George's like, there's nothing he can say now that can convince me he wasn't an asshole. But they were. That's what they were doing. That was a hard game. People, when they say, like, thank you. What's up, Robert? Thank you, Mikey. I really appreciate that. Looking forward to it. I finally got a completed list of all the Fantastic Four issues that I don't have. Right?
Really?
Yes.
I thought you'd have them all by now.
Well, I lost the list, and then I had to get everything together. Right? And so I'm starting to get like half the collections kind of like together now, right? And so I'm getting there. I'm making progress. But I am 136 issues from complete.
Oh wow. Do you include annuals or just
okay, if you include annuals, it's probably like 143 or something.
You don't have to. I'm just asking. Yeah, I didn't know if you're doing that.
I will get all the annuals is my plan. The earliest one I have is 3, which is the wedding of
Okay. Super. I've always hated annuals. But I understand why they do them, I guess.
Annuals are good one-shots, man. They're decent one-shots.
I just want the story. Sometimes most of the time it's trash.
Frankie says, have you heard about the Shang-Chi movie? It's supposed to be like Mortal Kombat, a tournament for the 10 rings. Sounds sick. That sounds super cool to me.
I like that a lot. I can't wait.
I would watch the crap out of that.
Yeah.
I'd say Bloodsport the hell out of it, dude. I'm down for that. I think it could be it would have the potential to be the best Mortal Kombat movie we've gotten.
True. Well, that animated series, man, that animated movie is fantastic.
The Scorpion one?
Yeah, the Scorpion one's amazing.
Man, I saw it. I saw it up there. Maybe if we watch it, because I know Brooks watched it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if we all watch it, maybe that's what we can do next weekend if you guys want to. If you still want to do one for movie reviews, we can do the Mortal Kombat thing.
I'm really up for it because it was awesome, man.
I'll put the baseball poll up very soon for the week following.
Okay. Oh, I was going to ask you, did you all watch the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War?
No, because I haven't watched like the last several of those films.
That makes sense. It ties everything together from the Flashpoint movie. So it's like the Flashpoint movie and then all the New 52 movies. It combines all of it, including like stuff apparently that happened in the New Young Justice show and Teen Titans. So it's all that stuff kind of together. And it ties up that world very well. Like, I think it's setting it up for Rebirth in those photos that they showed for the new animated stuff. So,
because of the next one of the ones they just announced is Superman Man of Tomorrow, and it's not based on that Man of Tomorrow story. It's more like like the origin of Superman, like his first year or something like that is what they were saying. So
so the art kind of looks like Archer, which I might be okay with that.
This may be a problem with. I always say that Superman's one of the greatest characters out there, but he's really the hardest for creators to seem to nail down, right? Because aside from some few bright spots, I really like some of the Jeff Johns stuff, for instance.
Yeah.
And Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman. Most of the best Superman stories are all like set early days Superman. Think about it. Superman Secret Origin by Jeff Johns. Great story.
Great story.
Superman Birthright by Mark Waid and Lionel Francis Yu. great story. Superman for All Seasons by Jeff Loeb. Amazing. John Byrne, Man of Steel. Amazing. They're all Superman year ones.
And you can't do Superman now because I guess he has villains. He's got a rogues gallery. It's just they don't use them to their full potential. And he's kind of OP. He's just OP on a lot of levels.
See, and that's
got his moments.
Well, that's what John Byrne addressed. John Byrne addressed that and kind of depowered him, and that's still kind of the Superman we have. The Superman, when people say Superman's overpowered, I'm like, yeah, he was pre-Crisis, but like
planets.
Superman, I mean, obviously Superman's the crux of the matter, and you can always have Superman be the hero in any story, right? And it will work. But he still has he's not what he was in the 50s. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, he doesn't see across galaxies now with like this super telescopic vision. So he's not as overpowered as he used to be. But I get what you're saying. I think it's hard. Some people say it's hard to relate to Superman. And I don't know if it's necessarily that Superman's a hard character to relate to, or if Superman's uncomfortable to relate to, because it's way easier to relate to Batman because we all acknowledge that we're filled with pain, frustration, hatred, anger, and suffering. But it's hard for some people to acknowledge that they're filled with, goodness, hope, optimism. Sometimes maybe thinking about themselves in that way kind of makes them shameful of their other sides. I don't know. I think that's why Batman and Superman work so well together. And Superman, it's like Batman's there to kind of tame down the Superman idea and make it more relatable because we have both sides. It's the yin and the yang. It's Superman and Batman, right?
Right. It's all in between. Yeah, he's a great character. Superman, of course, is one of my favorites, and they'll give him justice as we go on, hopefully. Because I mean, is Bendis still doing that run with Superman?
Yeah, Bendis is going to be able to write Superman for as long as he wants, no matter what. I just there are elements of it that work. There are elements of it that work, but there's so many. It's the stuff that's not working is the stuff that just.
He hates Clark Kent, from what I hear. It feels like it, doesn't it?
No, it's not that he hates Clark Kent, but it's everybody wants to do something to make a stamp, right? And so his first villain puts into question the origin of the destruction of Krypton. He does all the stuff with Jor-El, who was already brought back, and that was one of the biggest disappointments for me in Rebirth was the fact that this Mr. Oz character, who was snatching up random characters because they were putting things together too quickly, snatched up Tim Drake, snatched up Doomsday, turns out just to be Jor-El. I was like, that should have been Ozzy. That should have been Ozymandias, like laying out his plans in the game board.
Wow.
I just wish what happened was that Jeff Johns wouldn't share, and they wouldn't share any of the Doomsday Clock information because they didn't want any of it to leak. So none of the writers knew what the hell he was doing, so they couldn't quite line everything up right. And Rebirth,
that's what they should have done to make Rebirth work. I mean, if you're going to do this humongous reboot, you should know the story and branch out like that. But I don't care if it leaks. Who cares? If it leaks, just like I was telling you about Armageddon 2001 a while back, about how they said that Hawk turned out to be the Monarch, the main villain, and it was supposed to be like I keep forgetting who that's going to be. Captain Atom was supposed to be the main villain, but it got leaked, and they're like, "Oh no, what do we do?" So they just pushed Hawk into that role, and it made that story just lamer. It was a good little crossover event for a moment, but then the reveal happens, and you're like, why did I waste my time doing this?
This is the guy, by the way, Jelani, before we went on the air, was talking about, I watched a little bit of your stream last night with Dylan. I was like, Bueller's on there. You could have come in and talked in. He's like, no, you guys were talking too much about comics, and I'm not that knowledgeable. He just literally explained obscure nonsense about Armageddon 2001, which nobody remembers.
Nobody remembers that, but I mean, it's there. It's just from what I've read.
I mean, don't sell yourself short, Jelani. You're a little bit of a comic book historian as well.
Yeah,
as well as a pop culture philosopher.
You just read the X-Men stuff right now, right?
Yeah, I just read X-Men right now.
Yeah. You read Thor, right? You're reading.
I'm reading Thor, and Thor has been great. Donny Cates, man. I mean, I get what he's trying to do, but now he's made Thor kind of redundant with that power because he's already a god, and he's now a god and a herald. And he has
last long, dude. Galactus is gonna take that shit from him.
Yeah, he has to. They hate each other. It's clear. And I was like, oh man. So I love that story, and I love the X-Men. I love everything that the X-Men is doing, and I feel bad because like I haven't been reading that from week to week because of this nonsense.
Marauders comes back. I think that's the first X-Men book to come back, and it comes back when Marvel comes back on May 27th. I think Marauders is part of that first wave of Marvel.
I've been loving Marauders. Marauders is good, man.
It's one of my favorite books.
I gotta get me
Kate Bishop, man.
I gotta get me a Kate action figure with that pirate coat, man, and the boots and that sword and the busted up nose.
Yes. We need all those things. I bet you they have a custom just running around.
Hold fast.
Right now.
I kind of want a pyro now. If they do a pyro, they better put another head in there with that damn tattoo.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
That would be. I mean, I don't think they'll make those figures. I mean, although I've said a lot, and we're getting Age of Apocalypse figures again. So
yeah, they should have already kind of hit, right? But everything's been delayed a little bit.
Right. I'm waiting on them. Patiently.
Thank you, Eric. Eric's referencing when I kicked Bueller and Everything Comics and Hero and the Kid and Dylan. I kicked their ass in the X-Men draft. That's right. Yeah, we're doing an Avengers one at the end of the month, and I already got that one figured out. I got to redeem myself after losing Comigories to Jim Mint. But if you're going to lose anything, lose it to Jim Mint. It's kind of like what Magic said. If you're going to lose the finals, you want to lose to Jordan and not Larry Bird. Right? Larry Bird to me was Bueller, and I didn't lose to Bueller. I lost to Jim Mint, and I feel good about that. But I still think that I may have won the vote with the Kid and Play comic, but whatever. I'm not going to be like Bueller and call for a recount and make a whole stink out of it. Wow. They were hanging chads, he said. What's up, Bruce? How you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, he did beat everybody, speaking of Jordan. Knicks fans will always remember the Starks dunk and the Ewing finger roll.
Yeah, man.
I don't remember. Wow. You guys, your Knicks.
Isaiah Thomas, toughest of all time. My favorite player growing up, Bad Boys of Detroit. I bet John's a big Isaiah fan. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's a great era for basketball.
Yeah.
Annuals count. You have to get them. I do get the annuals. What's up? Thank you, Overdressed. Omega Red and Spiral so far in the movie. Yes, I heard, but they were talking about putting some mutants in the Shang-Chi film. It's weird that Omega Red or Spiral would be first.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, you're introducing that they've existed. I feel bad that
I mean, that's how you're gonna roll it out. You're gonna roll it out with Omega Red and Spiral. Like,
they
really?
Look good.
Really?
They're gonna look good, man.
You can't even give me a multiple man maybe first, or a Feral, or a I don't know, Boom Boom. I don't know. Jubilee. I'm a big Jubilee fan though, and they've never got her right in a movie.
No, I mean, if they're gonna do it, they should do Wolverine versus Hulk.
I was pretty sure Wolverine was gonna be first, right?
Like, you'd always assume that Wolverine.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do a Wolverine solo movie and an X-Men film without Wolverine separately at near the same time. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
That's very true.
Would it be Hugh Jackman, or are they going to recast him, you think?
It's not going to be Hugh Jackman. They're going to recast.
I wish it was.
I think that's why they're talking to Keanu. I think that's why they're talking to
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu's just as old as Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, but Hugh Jackman's already done it so many times. And let's be honest. And I know this may not be popular, but it's my birthday, so I'll say it. Hugh Jackman is a little over the top and melodramatic and sells too hard sometimes in some of the Wolverine bits. More of the emotional bits.
Which part? Yeah,
he cries too much for Wolverine, man. He's like
Gee!
I think he's a great Wolverine. I love his intensity. There are just certain moments. There are certain moments, not in Logan, but there are certain moments in some of the other films, mostly X-Men 3, X-Men Origins. But maybe that's not Hugh's fault, obviously. I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I just think that time's passed.
Yeah. I used to always think Tom Hardy could be the next Wolverine, but he's doing Venom now, so.
Yeah, Tom Hardy would have been a great Wolverine.
He's got that vibe, and he's short.
Here's the problem, though. I think Tom Hardy would do a great Wolverine, but I think you'd piss off a lot of people because he would pick some obscure Canadian accent to learn.
He would. He really would. He'd get in that role so deep. Just like we were talking about Ed Norton. I think they would if Ed Norton and Tom Hardy were to bump heads on an MCU set, that would have been special. That would have been a great fight. I would love to see
right?
Wolverine and Hulk with Ed Norton and Tom Hardy.
Thank you, Herminio. I agree. Thank you, Easy Reader. Thank you, Bruce. Is Longshot and Mojo far behind? Let's hope that they are very, very,
Very
far.
far. Yeah.
Yeah,
No one-
Farrell would be cool. Throw in Farrell.
Yeah.
Why not? It would be cool to see Xavier be used. They could totally use James McAvoy. And they could use Michael Fassbender.
and Fassbender.
I'd be totally cool with that.
I would
dude.
like, take my money.
It'd be cool
They're
to
the
see
best part.
Xavier be like this mysterious, creepy force in a few movies until they reveal who he actually is or something.
Dude, that last
How do they
X-Men movie
explain
was
them
so
out of the
bad.
snap? Yeah. How did they
Dark
explain them out
Phoenix?
of the snaps?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix is terrible.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We did
Yeah,
a
we
review. for
review.
it.
It was horrible.
We were forced to watch that.
I haven't walked out of the movie theater in forever, and I thought about it on that one. I was like, what am I watching?
I've only walked out of one movie. It was called The Musketeer. Years and years ago. I forgot who did that movie. In the
I know
middle
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
was
remember
awful.
that movie.
Yeah, I got
I walked out of two.
walked out of it.
Walked out of
Yeah.
two. Hitman. Hitman. I walked out of Hitman and I walked out of Fred Claus.
Yeah, you deserve to do that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Fred Claus is
That's
dope.
fun, man.
No, it's not.
It's fun. Yeah.
Come
It's fun.
Pass.
He's the same
Pass.
actor in every role,
Yeah, that's the worst part. Pass.
except maybe True Detective.
I started calling him terrible after I saw that second season of True Detective. I was like,
Yeah, it was
out,
pretty bad.
out.
He
Because
can be
he's
good, though.
terrible. And
He
he's
can
got
be
his
good.
moments.
He's got to play a
He's
certain type of
Good
role.
Maid. Or not made. What is it? Swingers?
Swingers and Maid, he's great, but he's playing the
Maid.
same type of role, and he plays
But-
that same type of role in Wedding Crashers,
Yeah, he
And
does.
Dodgeball.
old school,
Yeah.
and Dodgeball.
I love Dodgeball though. That's
Dodgeball's
it's
classic,
Ben
man.
Stiller. Basically because Ben Stiller. But
Wolverine
yeah,
is
Dodge a wrench, you can
emotional.
dodge a ball.
No, I did watch the cartoon, Herminio. You are right. Wolverine's very emotional. More.
More.
I didn't even. Who's this guy? He's Wolverine's best friend. I've never heard of him.
The cartoon shows what made me fall in love with Gambit.
Hey, everybody, 90s in the house. You know it. YouTube is 90.
What's up, man?
The actor to play Wolverine should be short. People love Hugh Jackman. He's not short.
I agree.
Well, let's just get Tom Cruise, and he'll actually get.
Yeah,
has
he'll
the
learn and
power.
get-
He has the
get
power and
claws.
pull. He'll get somebody to surgically implant claws into his arm. Tom Hardy would be great.
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix was okay.
Mm.
I just never bought.
It's better
that-
than Last Stand. It's
That-
lazier than Lost Stand, but somehow better.
I never bought that younger cast for the X-Men, like in Apocalypse or in Dark Phoenix. It just they didn't
They're
have.
not good. They don't gel chemistry
Yeah, it just
wise.
wasn't there.
They were just kids. And even Game of Thrones girl, I thought she would act a little better, but she didn't do too well in Game of Thrones as she got older.
You know,
I think
the best one is Storm. Storm was awesome in those.
Yeah,
movies.
Storm was
That's the
amazing.
best Storm.
Yeah. Yeah, she tried to get help from Halle Berry, and Halle Berry like shut her out. I was like, man, just do you, girl. And she did. She did a great job.
Halle Berry's never quite come to terms with the idea that she botched that role every time she played it, except for in Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past.
Days
She's the
of
best
Future
part.
Past.
And her
Of course,
hair
she
was the
stood up
best.
and- yeah, that they could not get her hair right in those
Not
first
at
3
all.
movies, man.
Oh,
Like,
they
wait,
only got it right in Apocalypse.
can
And
you
I'm
not spare a little bit of budget for a wig, like a good wig
Yeah.
for Halle Berry, please?
like, that's all
And
you
then,
gotta
like,
do.
why does she? I love in the first movie. She's trying to do like that African accent, and then there's like, no, you just don't do that.
Nah, just
And
cut
then
it out.
let's do
yeah.
that joke. What happens when
They did the same thing with Scarlet Witch. It's like she had the accent in Age of Ultron, and then she just never did it again.
Well, a couple months living at Avengers Mansion, you're gonna obviously
pick
naturally
it up.
lose your accent.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
love it.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
either
And here's
way,
the thing too: like, why does Black Widow not speak with a Russian accent?
Don't know. She never had it. I guess
never
because
had
she's a spy.
No, didn't
She's a
she have
spy.
it in Iron Man 2? Like a little bit.
She had it
like,
once you found out that who she was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then she
Yeah.
was like
She
I
should
tried
be
to black that movie out of my mind though, so I can't remember.
like why she I get that she can perform an American accent, but like she's not like
Yeah.
then why not just be like I'm gonna speak with a German accent or with an English accent? Like I
Well,
don't know.
once again, she's a spy. She infiltrates things.
I
And
think it's because they were
she-
like they tried it and they were like, Scarlett, we're just not gonna let you do that.
yeah.
Who knows, right?
No,
Have you ever seen a
you're
movie
not
where
that- you're
Scarlett
not
Johansson sounds like anything other than Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I'm glad she doesn't use accents. Let's just keep it that way.
Yeah, maybe it's for the best.
Yeah.
I would like to hear Wolverine say "a" one time though.
In a boot.
Hey.
Kick her ass, bub. What was that? That was like Scottish, weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Oh
Thank
man.
you, Kirby. Wolverine. Daniel Craig would be a good Wolverine. I would put him more in the role of like Exodus or Magneto or something.
Yeah.
Over Wolverine.
He need to be a villain.
No, he's too old.
Future Past was my favorite. The next two, yeah, those are probably my two favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know. First Class is one that I think really.
First Class.
I think First Class really stands out.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig looks like a Wolverine, like a real Wolverine. Like
yeah. He's built for it. He's just not it. It's just something about him that's just not Wolverine. But he's built like it.
Is he short?
No, he's not short.
Yeah.
He's not a short man. The only cool short man is Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise would be perfect.
Not another Tom Cruise rant, please.
Let's get how about this one? How about you're ready? This is gonna come completely out of left field.
Okay.
What's that kid's name? Elijah Snow? Is that a kid's name? What's the kid's name from the fucking Lord of the Rings movie?
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Elijah Snow's the dude from Planetary. What the hell am I thinking? It's my birthday. Don't worry about it. It's my birthday. I wish I could play that.
Yeah, and not be sued to the devil. Yes.
Yeah. We wouldn't get sued. We just get demonetized. They probably lock down the stream, something like that. Who knows? What are we saying?
You're talking about Elijah Wood being Wolverine?
Yeah, think about that. Just think about it. What about Daniel Radcliffe? What about him? I'm just trying to think of short little dudes.
Daniel.
Are they short? They're probably not short.
Tom Hardy.
Well,
Tom Hardy.
But he's already Venom.
Every stream. Might as well have Venom in it. Speaking of Venom, I'll be getting that Venom soon.
Hey, what's up, Stephanie? She says Kit Harington is short. Yeah, but he's already like Black Knight or whatever, right?
Yeah, Black Knight.
I don't know, man. These next Marvel movies, I'm not that excited for.
Bruce is right.
Shut your mouth.
I'm excited.
Who's Egerton?
Yeah, he's the one that was in Kingsman. The kid that was in Kingsman.
The guy that looks like Elijah Snow.
Yeah.
The guy that played Goku in that awesome Dragon Ball movie, right?
Oh god.
No, that's no.
Are they not the same guy?
No, that's the same guy. That's
okay.
The dude. He's in
This is the guy that played
Edgerton was in Kingsman. He was the main character.
Yeah, and he played what's his name? Benny
and he played Rocket Man. Yeah, he played.
Yeah, he was Benny in Sandlot.
Yeah, it's Benny and Sam.
Elton John. Yeah, why could I not think of that?
Killing me. But
Danny DeVito is Puck. Jeff Goldblum is Wolverine. I like that.
Younger. Yeah.
Maybe a young Jeff Goldblum. He's too old now.
He's already. Yeah. Yeah, I could see a young Joe Pesci playing Wolverine. You looking at me?
I can see a young Joe Pesci playing the Penguin. Like,
yeah, that'd be dope.
I'd see that. Pay money.
Hey, this is the best idea I've heard all night.
Jake Busey and Gary Busey, Sabretooth.
And Nick Nolte is a dog or whatever.
Yeah,
just falling off the earth, man. Gary Busey.
Yeah,
he's doing. I saw something. He's doing some like Judge Judy type thing. Like he's
like
the
doing
judge.
A court show.
Yeah, court show. Yeah,
he's the judge, and I'm like, dude, poor guy.
Gotta get work, man. You gotta eat. I think you gotta eat.
I'm just saying that there are definitely ways to interpret the book of Revelation in the Holy Bible, right? And I think it's the very loose interpretation of one of the seals that opens up is Gary Busey becoming a judge.
I didn't know that was gonna be a thing.
Hey, thank you so much, Coffee Girl. Hey. Guy. It's my birthday.
Hey.
We'll just do that since we can't play any music or anything on damn StreamYard. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. CA, what's that? Canadian money. What good's that for? Money. I'm just kidding. I always felt bad for people in Canada because when you would buy a comic, it'd be like $2.99 US, $6.75 for what the hell?
Like, dude, why?
That's so true. I remember getting one of the first X-Men comics as a kid, and it had the Canada's like symbol in the left, and I was like, oh man, they got to pay like $2 more. That sucks for them.
Yeah, right. Maybe they make more though. I don't know.
They have free healthcare.
They're getting more, and they're getting more stimulus money than we are. So
I still haven't got my check.
Really? Man, you need to file your taxes online. I got mine direct deposit.
I was first day, Jelena.
It was immediate.
Yeah.
Good times. It's like TurboTax is where to go.
That, man. Bought some Spawn stuff. Was proud of it.
Speaking of Spawn, I did tell you I finally got my Spawn order in. So I'll only have classic Spawn. I couldn't buy the 3-pack. It was too much for me.
Well, they eventually did 2-packs too. They did 2-packs. But you didn't get the update. So you didn't know that they did 2-packs. But they eventually did do 2-packs. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because I finally started getting that.
Yeah, in case you were wondering and worried about Jelani, he did get a Spawn Kickstarter in time.
I'm so happy. I don't think we aired that, but it was my anger.
Oh, that was all before when we were
that was a pre-broadcast. I was really mad because I thought I didn't have it. But then like they took the money out of my bank account, and I was like, yes. I was like, so now I have to wait like 6 months or something till they make it.
I've never been happy to see $100 disappear out of my bank account. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Spawn figure randomly one day and
just whenever.
It's not now. Hey, look who's here, everybody.
It's
one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world, John Hammertime Holscher. Hey guys, how you doing? You should come in with us and talk about cheddar rust and things like that.
Yeah, come on, John.
I sent the link to the Excitable PCP Crew private group. You should join us if you want to, buddy.
But you didn't actually post a link, did you?
I did. When I did actually post a link.
I was freaking out because I'm like, oh man, Robbie's gonna be like freaking out because it's just gonna be him by himself. I
was sitting here and I was like, well, I guess I'm just starting by myself. That's fine.
Yeah.
Happy freaking birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
It's my birthday.
My birthday. And then, all right, here it is. Like, here's the link for tonight's stream if you want to pop in. ... Nothing happens. I'm like, well, screw you.
I did post it in the group, though. But Strickland doesn't have a Facebook, so he's not there.
I was laughing too hard, though. When I saw it.
Show sounds like something the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants would. That would be a great plot. Like Magneto does a fake like court TV show. Judge Eric.
You saw they released more pictures of New Mutants. I'm like, stop acting like y'all are ever going to release that movie.
It's never coming out.
Just put it on Disney Plus. Just put it out. Oh my god!
It's probably rated R.
I'm afraid to watch it. I'm afraid when I watch it, my face is going to melt off like the dude at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's going to be like when they opened up the tomb of Tutankhamun, and they all got sick and died and shit. Well, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. They just all vaporized. But that one dude got sick and died like way later. And the other person died like 20 years later. And then another person died like 50 years later. Suspicious.
All the actors are going to be like 7 years older by the time the movie drops.
Maybe this is going to be the funniest thing. This movie comes out. It's a giant smash. People love it. They want to make a sequel. They're all obviously like
10 years older.
10 years older. Yeah. These aren't kids anymore. It's gonna be a shame though. But I mean, it's fine.
They're gonna do the sequel. It's gonna look like the cast of the Golden Girls showing up.
I mean, when they dropped the last trailer, it got me a little excited because I mean, it has like the horror vibe to it, and I'm like, I can rock with that.
I doubt it's going to have
what
a
I wanted,
consistent tone because it's gone through so many different
I know,
cuts
man.
and things and this. It's gone through so many different hands and
It'll
cooks
be
in the kitchen.
Fan four sticks.
gonna
Yeah,
be
fan
muddy.
four stick. A Frankensteinian mess. Is what I see.
It's a
So
cursed one. It's just like the
Yeah.
3 Jokers got delayed because of all this. It's not dropping in June. It's dropping a little bit later, but it still will come out. But damn,
The one
Really?
thing, yeah, the
3
one thing I
Jokers?
was happy about. Yeah,
I'm just glad we're getting comics again.
slowly
Yeah.
but surely.
this week is lackluster, man. None of the DC books that are coming out this week do I read. And I'm like, damn. And I don't have time to get caught up on everything. So like Lois Lane's out and it's Greg Rucka. I just haven't been reading it because I was waiting for the 12 issues in. So I may get caught up on that if I can. The other one is Justice League. I'm just a couple issues behind on that. The other one is Justice League Odyssey. J-Lo. But I'm way behind on that one.
What is Justice League Odyssey? Yeah,
It's like a Cyborg and Starfire's team in space. Like Jessica Cruz is there and Azrael's there, I think. I don't know. Darkseid was there too. It dealt with Darkseid. So I do want to, I hear, because at first it wasn't very good. But then I heard that because Dan Abnett took over pretty early on. I heard that when he took over, it kind of ironed itself out.
Okay.
Dude, I read that Lost Carnival. It was beautiful. It was awesome.
What an amazing book.
It really was,
Pick of the
man.
week last week. Pick of the week.
Yeah.
Pick of the week.
I meant to pick up Flash too.
Pick of the week. I'll check those out. Eventually, I got to get into indie books because I mean, you do a ton of reviews for them, and I know it's just
You used to be into indie books, man.
I know. And the thing is, once again, action figures, man.
Yeah.
It's just my life. It's so consuming now. It's all that I think of sometimes. Like I was hanging out before, and
He sounded so like just dreadful when he said that. It's like all I think about.
That's all I think about. But I bought a second Stan Lee. I know that you're a love of Stan Lee, but I had to get a second Stan Lee because I have an Avengers section where he's like going to be fighting Doom. But then on the other side, I need a Spider-Man side.
You can have Doom standing on his chest, like crushing that old man's freaking heart. You can do that.
Quit hating on the Stan Lee, man.
I hate on the Stan Lee, but Stan Lee ain't gonna stand up to no Dr. Doom. Trust me. Come on, man. You remember that one issue of Fantastic Four back in the 60s when Doom shows up and just like complete, hey, everybody, we got a special guest. What's up, my man?
Yo.
What up?
Birthday.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Happy birthday 2 weeks ago to you.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
Hey, man, I got to ask you a question, man. What do you think about Isaiah Thomas?
You weren't on my stream for my birthday.
No, you're right. I
What
didn't
about
get the link. You sent me an email, but there was no link. You're from Michigan. What were we talking about? It doesn't matter. You're
We're
from
talking
Michigan.
about The Last Dance.
I like Isaiah Thomas. I like Isaiah Thomas.
So did you think it was a bush league or out of place when they walked off the court on the Bulls and like what was that 91?
91.
Because it's come back, man. Because there's no sports to cover. I'm sure you've seen all that, right? Like everybody's talking about it. Like they get Magic in, they get Charles Barkley, and they're like asking everybody, dude. Dominique Wilkins, he's like, I wasn't even there for that, man, but sure.
It was a hot mess. Yeah.
People on the street. What do you think?
Come on,
Yeah,
what do you
right?
think about this? Yeah.
So do you remember the Bad Boys era, man?
Yeah, I remember that. I was never I'm familiar with it, and I've been to they used to play at the Palace Auburn Hills, but they moved to Hot and Ready Arena or whatever it's called now. And I don't know, Little Caesars Arena. But the Palace is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't know. I mean, I didn't care at the time. I was never a big basketball fan. I'm still not. But I do like Isaiah Thomas.
I like Isaiah Thomas. Were you pissed that he got left off the Dream Team?
Yep.
He was ruined. Yeah. He would have been great on that team too. But I mean, they were dominating everyone anyway. They didn't. Czechoslovakia didn't have a shot.
Czechoslovakia was like 2 girls from like a Catholic school and then 1 basketball player.
And a goat.
Yeah.
No offense to people from Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, they learned basketball like that day. Like, this is what basketball is, guys. And like, what? Like, you have to beat this dream team. I don't know. I just remember there being a lot of countries.
They beat a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, they beat them all. They beat them all bad, dude.
That were not.
It really felt unfair. It felt
they were
unfair.
the college teams and stuff, and they're like, oh man,
That team was insane.
Yeah, you can't put professional basketball players against college kids and just expect that to go well.
Well, it was just it raised the
it raised awareness
profile, and it led to a lot of like international players like Ginobili and other people that came in and that were directly inspired by the Dream Team, because all of those dudes were getting their ass kicked by the Dream Team and loving it. They were like, hell yeah, man. Thank you. Will you sign
the thing about the documentary is crazy to me is because like I knew Charles Barkley was good, but like I didn't know he was like MVP good. So like
he was awesome.
Seeing him in there, it's just so weird because he's like a fat old guy now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was a stud, dude. He was a beast.
Yeah,
he was like dunking on people's heads.
I really thought like he had a shot to beat Jordan. I thought the Phoenix Suns were going to do it that year.
Dude, like, that's what I'm saying. Just like the Knicks, just like Ewing and the Knicks, just like Barkley and the Suns. Jordan prevented all those dudes who wound up Hall of Famers from getting a championship, dude.
Yep, no rings.
6 championships in like 8 years, 9 years. That's ridiculous, man.
It is. It really is.
Did you see? I don't think it was in a documentary, but Jordan came and said out this week one of the big reasons why, because like nobody played really on the USA team back until that Dream Team, and they couldn't get like the NBA players to play on them because they just wanted to like have an off season. But Jordan came out and said that he's like one of the big reasons why I did it is because I wanted to get dirt on everyone so I could just figure out how all their good moves and that way take it into the season. I was like, dude, that's next level.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's extremely smart.
Because he was like the first one they asked, but the last one to sign on, because he told them like, I want to see if these other guys get on board. And then when they got on board, and he says that he learned, because I watched like an NBA Films documentary they did like in 2012 or something. And he said like he learned so much that weekend. I mean, that during that time alone from Larry Bird to Magic Johnson, just learned a shit ton. So, and they had a lot of fun with it, man. I love the Dream Team. Dream Team is to me just like there's never
pinnacle,
been
man. You'll never get a team assembled of like, that much talent again.
You could divide. You can make them. The Dream Team's like a pantheon. They fit the archetypes. Even you could like worship them as if you would the Greek gods or something if you really wanted to. I mean, they all have a different reputation. They all are fit very specifically and just. And
all crazy talented.
All those egos be able to gel like that together so quickly. Pretty dope. Especially because the coach was the guy that coached the Pistons.
Yeah. What's his name? I know who you're talking about.
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, that was him.
That was the Mighty Ducks, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Also based on a real story.
True.
They beat Japan, wasn't it?
I was actually Goldberg. Dude, have you seen all the Mighty Ducks?
Yeah, man.
I've only seen one, the first one.
Well, there's 3.
Yeah, the second one might be the best.
The second one where they go international, or is that the third one?
Yeah, and they get Keenan. What's this? Is it Kel? Keenan or Kel? One of them. Which one?
Kel, I think.
Yeah, and he does the knuckle punch.
That was Keenan.
It's Keenan, I think.
It was Keenan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the goalie, the big kid that was the goalie, like got into some trouble recently. Like he was in jail.
Was in heavyweights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the kid that was in heavyweights, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was going to grow up to be a bad one.
Yeah.
Right?
It's horrible.
He's had his thing.
And you're like, that kid's going to be up to no good.
I think it's like a drug problem. He had like meth or something. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. If anyone knows about that, put it in the comments because I couldn't remember exactly what he did, but it was pretty bad.
So they're talking about that Invincibles animated series that's going to be debuting.
Really?
They're doing an Amazon Prime animated series based on Invincibles. Apparently, the dude is that the dude that played Glenn?
That's Glenn.
Yeah,
that was Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn.
He was in that Netflix movie about it was like an elephant or whatever. I can't remember what it's called.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Kill the vibe.
All I know is they ruined him in Walking Dead, so there's that.
Oh my gosh.
They fake kill him. They fake kill him to kill him again. Spoiler alert. Yeah, but they kill him a season later. but they fake his death for like 3 episodes.
Didn't you go off on this like just last time you were here?
He did.
Yeah.
I can't stand Walking Dead, man. Walking Dead broke my heart. It broke my heart. Broke it in twine.
Man, I wish I had my pen here. Somebody got a pen near them. Strickland, you got a pen? You got a piece of paper?
There you go.
Will you give it to me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got it? You got
That's
it?
how it works.
No, I don't. It disappeared. It's lost in the
God.
computer now.
You want to see a magic trick?
We need
I think I got it. I think I ended up over here.
Oh yeah, you got it.
You ever feel like you're in the Brady Bunch? You're like, there's nobody over there.
Okay, no, here, hand it to me. Oh, it's over here. Hand it to me.
Other way.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Oh, he gave me his phone.
We're officially terrible at this.
Yeah, I'm looking up your contacts. I'm deleting your
Okay,
stuff.
that's fine. I got a password. On there, so you're good.
Oh yeah, I have a phone here too. You can
What's
actually
the
write
password?
things down on the phone. That's funny. The password is
my face.
Nick's
Here.
suck. That's the password.
You need my phone, Robbie?
Where are you at? Over here? Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
here we go.
Thanks,
There you
man.
go.
Appreciate that.
This is stupid.
This is great for the audiences, by the way.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking performances here.
We did
guys.
just lose a couple viewers. I noticed that, but
Yep. I think you lost like 5 subscribers too.
Circle takes the square.
Man.
So we should finalize the movies that are going to be on the baseball movies poll. I'm thinking 6: Major League, League of Their Own, Field of Dreams, Bull Durham, Sandlot, 8 Men Out.
Never seen
Wait, no Moneyball?
I've
Rookie
never
of the year, not a, did you say Rookie of the Year?
I did not.
Is it the Keanu Reeves one?
Moneyball is phenomenal.
I've never seen that, but I want to.
Moneyball.
42?
Brad Pitt.
42's awesome.
42?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. 8 Men Out's not going to win.
Said Major League, right?
Yeah, I did say
Hardball?
Major League.
Hardball? Keanu Reeves? Come on,
No.
Look
now.
at their own.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
I
We are
like
not
it when you
putting that
call
one
me
on there.
Big Papa.
We're not putting that one on there.
What? League of Their Own?
No, we're
No,
not putting
I said
Hardball.
Hardball.
on
Oh, Hardball is Keanu Reeves.
there. How
That's the
about
Keanu
Pitch
Reeves.
Perfect?
Mr. 3000?
The Natural could get on there.
That's on there.
Maybe we should do a 10 movie poll.
Airbud?
Airbud is actually a basketball movie.
Airbud-
So you'd have
He does a baseball one though.
one of
sure there's a
the
baseball
sequels. I think it's extra innings.
Okay, I was like,
Airbud
no.
extra innings or something. I don't know.
I was like, do not talk down to me like there was not a Airbud with baseball.
No,
'Cause
they
I
did
remember
one for every sport. They did.
Yeah.
They had puppies doing it. The
It's called.
Airbud
You
puppies.
guys ready for this? It came out in 2002. It's called Airbud 7th Inning Fetch. I like that.
I'm good.
I'll
never watched that one.
David wants Pride of the Yankees in there. I like Pride of the Yankees, but it ain't gonna win.
Sandlot 2?
Because it's the Yankees. Samurai.
Mr. Baseball.
No, seriously.
The Tom
So
Selleck.
what do you
Little
got?
Big League.
I'm trying to
There's
think.
really not that many baseball movies.
What are you
That's
talking
very
about?
good.
You just named like 30.
That are good.
Hey, I do
There's
like
like-
Angel in the
There's
Outfield.
probably like
It's
10
great.
really good ones.
That's what I'm saying. There's probably like
Okay, but
I
name
would
me,
say it's like
okay,
5
name me
to
10
10
good
ones.
football movies, Strickland, because you can't do that.
That's what
10
I'm
what
saying.
movies?
It's a hard genre
Really?
to get into.
But there are more good baseball movies than there are other sports, is what I'm saying.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just
Yeah.
arguing that there's not a lot of
Give me 10
First of
good
all-
golf movies. 10 good golf movies.
Happy Gilmore. That's all you need.
Caddyshack,
10 Cup.
Caddyshack.
Tin Cup,
Caddyshack 2.
Caddyshack 2.
Caddyshack 2.
The Legend of Bagger
Space-
Vance? No.
Space Jam.
Bagger Vance
It
is not
starts
good.
out, they're golfing in Space Jam.
Space Jam basketball movie, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's basketball. Oh yeah, y'all heard about Space Jam 2, LeBron.
Yeah, man.
I'm not excited for that at all. I mean, I want the
It's gonna have the
Looney
Looney Tunes. It's gonna be lit.
It's LeBron.
It's got Daffy in it, man.
Pass
like
on
my
LeBron.
What do you hate
As-
LeBron for?
Look, because he thinks he's Jordan. That's the problem.
What?
He
Does
keeps pulling
really?
it up. He
Does he
kind of
think
does.
he's Jordan, or does everybody just compare him to Jordan? They
I
compare.
know, but isn't he on that caliber now, though? As far as like his how well he's known, and I mean, I know people that don't watch basketball that know who he is. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot.
That means nothing.
Here's the thing,
Whether you like him or not, he's
not
very
Jordan.
famous and successful.
He's not Michael Jordan.
Okay, nobody's ever going to be Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's too high a bar.
That's the point.
LeBron is a name that will last, like Magic and Bird and Jordan and Pippen and Shaq and Kobe and Robinson, and he's going to be one of those players. You know what I'm saying?
He's not the greatest. People are calling him the greatest too.
Michael Jordan is more comparable to a Babe Ruth, where like people that didn't even watch baseball knew who Babe Ruth was. People that didn't even watch basketball knew who Michael Jordan was, and they rooted for him. So I think like he's like, I don't think LeBron is a Babe Ruth, but Michael was definitely a Babe Ruth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
MJ says in that doc that he just focused on basketball. Like he didn't want to do politics. He didn't want to get into LeBron is very vocal. Like he's voiced about Trump. He's done like a lot of like he started his own school for kids for free.
He's a cowboy.
If they go to school, then they get to go to college for free. Like he just does a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
He's a Cowboys and a Yankees fan too, so he's cool in my bag. And he's also a Lakers fan, so or at least he is now.
He is a Laker.
Non-politics, but didn't Michael Jordan play baseball or have a love for baseball? You remember that? He played for like Chicago's farm league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played down here in Birmingham. He played for the Barons.
The Barons.
He didn't
Barons
play
of farm league for Chicago.
Yeah,
the White Sox. Yeah.
White Sox.
Okay.
They don't even have the same color scheme.
He was horrible.
So you guys are gonna he was horrible.
His batting average was like atrocious.
Thank you, David. Have a good one, buddy.
You know what he was good at? Basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, how did you know? He's actually at the International Space Station right now. He's in the ISS.
Maybe my mic's not working. Let me check my mic. That could be it.
No, I think it's the type of mic you're using, but it sounds fine. I mean, not everybody's got a Joe Rogan microphone. You know what I'm saying?
My mic is fantastic. It glows.
I got the Seth Rogen microphone. Is not that the right one? That's what I ordered. I thought that we said we needed.
I
got the Seth Rogen mic in the mail. It's on the way.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. I like that. Sounds good.
I think it's because there's echo in this room. This isn't a good room for this. It's a big empty room.
You sound all right to me.
Fine. I think you sound fine. And you're more visible than Brooks is when he's here. He looks like he's in some kind of like
the dungeon.
Is that a new logo?
He looks like
it was on your face the last time. Sorry.
I was going to say Brooks looks like he's in an aquarium that hasn't been cleaned out in 6 months. Where is he?
He always looks like he's doing something he shouldn't be doing. Like you caught him doing something like, hey, Brooks, like, oh God. He caught me.
That is a new logo, by the way. That logo was made by I don't want to get his name wrong. I think it's Ricardo Ferreira is his name. He did the other one too. The new one that you see with the little John, after looking, I like the one with the 1 P with the star and the last P. Because it's
I think I want 2 stars, but it looks good regardless. I mean, they're cool designs. That was nice of them to do that. They're great looking designs.
It's irregardless is the correct word. The pernect word is irregardless.
Irregardless is a word.
I know it's not a
word. Nerd.
Let's see what Brooks is up to. I bet he's at his parents. He's like, oh yeah, I'm parents eating dinner. That's how Brooks talks when he's not on a stream.
You're gonna call him to turn the stream?
Why not?
Put him on the mic.
Informal as fuck. Hey man, what you up to?
Why are you not celebrating my birthday?
I want
to make some calls too while we're at it.
And I sent.
Hey, Jelani, what you been up to, Jelani?
Do you want to go to the second email because the first email doesn't actually have the link?
I have my phone close enough.
All right, buddy.
Yeah. I want 3 pizzas.
Oh wait, here it is.
I saw you knocking Sophie Turner earlier, bastard.
Who?
Do you like Dark of Phoenix? I called.
I think it's okay, but I think I don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but I still think the strongest of those, the combo, it works well in what is it? Days of Future Past was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. So that was one that had the old staff, and yet it worked.
Yeah, she had the Phoenix power in that movie, and then all of a sudden they have to explain how she gets the Phoenix power now. It's just it was very clunky. They didn't name. It's like every other movie now is just.
I thought it was better than X3.
Yeah,
the thing with the newer,
very low bar, low bar.
It is. The thing with the newer X-Men movies is like they have some phenomenal actors, and like they just seem to can't get it right. You know, like Oscar Isaac was Apocalypse, but it was kind of trash. You know?
Yeah.
Like it was confusing to me.
They messed up.
Storm was great, which you brought up, but the kid that plays Nightcrawler is great too.
Yeah.
He was.
So there's some good elements. I don't know. I'm not going to knock those movies. There's some stuff I really like. Really, I don't know. The last two could have been better, but they weren't trash like X3. I think Days of Future Past was the high point. That and X2.
I never cared about the guy who played Cyclops. I don't even know who that was.
Any Cyclops. That's the shame.
That means they cast it correctly.
Cyclops is an awesome character.
You can't be the leader of the X-Men and not be relevant.
Well, Cyclops is kind of a forgettable character. I'll be honest. I don't think he. I don't know.
In the comic books.
I love Cyclops, man. Comic book Cyclops is amazing, man.
Yeah.
And when he turns into a super jerk.
Yeah, when he goes evil for a while.
Yeah, he goes evil.
Ooh, they've never turned a hero evil for a short amount of time.
I hate on Cyclops, man. You just make it. He got messed up in the first movie. They ruined. Singer did hate Cyclops to begin with, and that's why
he's kind of a Boy Scout lame duck type character,
like Superman. Superman can be put in the same.
No, Superman's different.
Hold on,
really?
You just said Superman was your favorite character, and now you're going to bash him.
No, I'm bringing up the fact. I'm bringing up this fact. No, he's the same archetype. Cyclops is the same archetype.
You're the same archetype.
Cyclops is not the same archetype as Superman. No, you're wrong, dude. I'm sorry.
No, he's great.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I think that Boy Scout whole thing, there's parts that draw from Superman. I think
he's heroic, but he's got that jerk side. He's always cheating on Jean. that's like
nowadays.
No,
he wasn't even back then.
Not back
he cheated on her with like.
Did he?
They were on a break. She was dead. Okay,
they were on a break.
He turned around, married Madeline Pryor, found out Jean was around. He was like, "Bye, Madeline. Gonna go back to Jean."
Yeah, it completely dips out on her and the kid and all that shit.
I'm like, man,
you're right. No wonder Cable's all effed up, right?
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But I like Cyclops. He's the leader of the X-Men.
I like what Mikey says.
He'd be great in a movie with Sonic the Hedgehog.
He was really good. James Marsden was in Hairspray. Mikey says Cyclops is the Barbra Streisand of comics. His fans are super into him and die on that hill, but most people don't care.
Wow.
Jeez.
So be it.
I like that.
Oh, he's great in Westworld, actually, James Marsden.
He is, as Teddy. Yes, not in the second season. Speaking of Westworld, I got me one of them fancy Westworld figures of the Man in Black.
Show what?
He's out of the box.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
It's a Diamond Select. Hold on, give me like 2 seconds. This is the box because he's out. But
I want to see him. You got the Man in Black? Is that what you got?
Yeah, hold still. Yeah, I got the Man in Black. Hold still. I mean,
here comes the Man in Black.
Except for one.
Why don't you remember?
So, yeah, hold on, like 2 seconds. Okay. I already have him put up.
The good guys dressed in black. Remember that.
What's the original song? I can't remember the lyrics of the original now.
That's why Will Smith hasn't been able to really capture that success from the 90s because he doesn't have songs that go along with his movies anymore.
Yeah, he needs to bring that back. The last one would have been like Wild Wild West, right?
Yeah, right.
I got him.
West.
Okay, he's got him.
The problem is he's got so many flaws. I got to take stuff off of him because
first off, Ed Harris is flawless. Okay,
he is flawless. He's awesome. But this is the figure. This is the figure, and he is the Man in Black. I mean, he is by far Like if they made a Yul Brynner like this,
that's the Man in Black.
this is the Man in Black.
That didn't look anything like Matthew McConaughey.
Now you
I
take
wanna be a cowboy, baby.
his
Dude,
face.
that's Ed Harris.
That's Ed Harris, like to a T. And
Yeah.
like he's they got his likeness right. The figure is amazing. There's only one downside, and the downside is they gave him a gun that's molded to his freaking belt. You can't.
Oh,
take
you can't
it
take the belt off or anything.
And the other part is they put a knife holder and no knife. And I'm like, why would you even give him that? With all that
they didn't give you a little knife.
They even give him a trigger finger hand for a gun that he can't use.
Does he not come with any accessories? I'm so confused.
The hat is his only accessory.
That's not really.
And the hat comes off though, at least.
The hat comes off, and it's a good looking hat.
Hey,
Oh, did he throw the hat like Austin Powers?
Yeah, he's all right. He's a boss figure, but like I spent so much time like trying to pull the gun out without realizing you couldn't do it that I broke it off. And had to I was so mad. I was insanely mad. I was like, why does this gun look like it comes out? It doesn't come out.
Well, that's kind of shitty to give you a hand. It's a trigger hand to swap out.
Yeah. It's like
Dude, I've done that before. I feel like we've all done that at some point.
it's nuts,
That's a
man.
badass figure, though. I didn't know
I
Westworld
love
did
it.
figures.
It's
Didn't know
they're
that at
only
all.
at Walgreens. Yeah, they're at Walgreens.
Oh shit!
And I was shocked. I saw it at Walgreens.
That's all
yesterday.
I'd want is probably the Man in Black. I don't think I'd want any other figures.
No, me either.
That's a dope figure. You should get Mike to take some photos of it, man.
Yeah, Dolores looks terrible. Like her face print doesn't look right. And then Anthony Hopkins looks amazing. And I was thinking about getting him, but I was like, why would I get him if only
Who else did they do besides those three? Did Bernard have a figure?
No, Bernard didn't have one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You are absolutely right, Mikey.
What's up, Brooks? How you doing, buddy?
So,
Hey, Brooks.
Thank
Did you
you.
enjoy
Joining
the
us,
third
man.
season?
I was playing Persona
Yeah.
5 and I lost track of time.
That sounds fair, Brooks.
This man was lost in time.
Lost in Persona time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is that a video game or something?
Yeah,
Did you
it
pull
is.
out the Master Sword?
No, it's a board game.
Oh yeah, is it like Connect 4?
Okay.
Sort of, yeah, but you play with only one person can play at a time.
Hey, we got another person here. We got Brian. Chewy Brain himself just showed up. The Brian-iac.
Hey.
What's up,
Briniac, yeah. What's up?
Hey, Brian.
man?
What's up,
Good
Brian?
to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see y'all.
Good to
Brian's
see you.
getting grizzly. Look at that.
Dude, you
Yeah.
got that grizzly man
Bearded
beard.
soldier, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to catch up with Brian.
Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, I was telling my daughter, my teenager, she wants me to cut this, and I said I'm trying to get it down to here so I can fold it up and wipe the sweat off my forehead, like in the summertime.
Respect.
So
How much
Nice.
food you got in it, man? How much food you got in it? That's all you
Uh,
got.
that's part of why I took a shower before coming.
Well done.
You never know.
Yeah. It's always a shock.
What kind of beard wash you using, man?
I use regular shampoo, and I can't remember the type of conditioner I use.
Beard
I need
wash.
tips, man.
You gotta have
Yeah.
a beard jelly, man.
You gotta
Put
use
this
a
man
beard
on
wash, man.
blast.
It's
Yeah,
different
beard-
type of
yeah.
hair. Different type of hair. You don't use shampoo on your pubes, do you?
I do.
I mean,
And now we know.
what's the rating of this podcast? I mean, the video. I don't know.
Of course, I use shampoo.
Wait,
Well, thank you for being here.
thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm
It
crying.
is I'm
my
39
God.
years wise now, guys.
Wow,
Yeah. Who's the baby here? Oh, it's Strickland. Strickland's the baby.
Strickland's the baby.
Oh,
20,
Strickland.
28.
Still in
Oh.
his 20s.
Wow.
Yep. 5 more years, I can start my ministry.
Woo!
He started his ministry at 30, dude. He died at 33. Give
Okay,
it
yeah. 5 more years, I'll die.
Oh, jeez, don't say that. Don't say that. I feel terrible if that happened.
man.
Really?
Birthday podcast.
I feel terrible if that happened. That's a dope figure, though, Jelani, the Man in Black.
I'm very excited. Yeah. Did you see it, Brooks? I'll show it to you too. Why not? It is freaking
Oh.
amazing. Oh, from Westworld, the Man in Black, man.
Oh,
He's pretty
okay.
clean.
I've
I guess
never
gotta
seen
keep showing him
Westworld.
off because the detail is fantastic. But the problem is his gun is molded to his belt, like I was saying before. It's so sad. It's so very sad. I have it puttied on until I super glue it back. But I like pulled it off and I was like, maybe I can put and he can hold the gun perfectly. When I broke it off, I was like, he can hold the gun, but it doesn't come out of the holster. I'm like, oh. And he's got the trigger bigger hand. It just hurts.
He's just pointing. He's like,
hi.
Just pointing.
It's over that way.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I love the figure. It's fantastic. I just got to find a gun for him. And I'm sure the internet will provide, like it's done for everything else.
Yeah.
It do what it do. But yeah, there we go. There we are.
Jeff from Chicago.
Hey.
Chicago.
All right.
One more row and it's Hollywood Squares. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy in the middle.
We can only get 6 on this thing, right?
We already
Yeah,
passed
be the
around
center
my
panel,
pen.
Yeah.
John still got my phone.
Yeah, that's right. John hasn't given you back your phone.
Wow. That actually happened.
Thanks, dude.
I don't know how to make it disappear without.
I got it.
You've done a terrible job. No one knows how to do this. No one knows how to do this.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
man. I think we should all sing the Brady Bunch now, right?
Here's a story.
It's funny.
Really
I was
do.
watching that earlier.
Oh,
and
okay.
Me TV have the Brady Bunch on Sundays.
Oh,
Yeah, they
wow.
do. Sundays
Yeah.
they do all those old sitcoms. They'll do like Happy Days and
And
Brady
they
Bunch,
do the
Gilligan's
Partridge-
Island.
They do the
Happy
Partridge
Day.
Family.
Partridge
with-
Family.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked
Come
the
on,
Partridge
yeah.
Family.
Never. I watched
Okay.
Three's Company.
Three's
I
Company.
like some songs.
Yeah, I always had a crush on the blonde chick.
Suzanne
what?
Summers. Chrissy from Three's Company. She's only in
Chrissy.
1 season.
Oh, Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, Suzanne Summers.
She was
Chrissy
also in
Teigen?
Step by Step.
Yep, she was
With
That's
Patrick
right.
Duffy.
With Patrick Duffy. My
Who was
only good
in
rap
something
one.
with Kevin Bacon, probably.
You remember that line in that song, Jelani?
I can't remember all of it.
Head so stuffy, need a puffy, step by step like Patrick Duffy.
Patrick Duffy.
What the crap?
Sorry, that's inside so deep. That's a deep layer.
That's a deep cut.
Deep.
Yeah.
Robbie, you got any more sex swing stories?
No, sadly, that was my only one.
Yeah.
I went
Haven't encountered a sex swing since.
when I took a break that night. I went in there and Alicia's like, "Are you buzzing?" And I was like, "No, not yet. Why?" She's like, "I just heard you tell the sex swing story." I'm like, John, did you hear the sex swing story? Did you watch her Army of Darkness video?
No, I haven't watched the video yet.
I told you about that though, right? Our neighbors at that house over there in 5 Points that was near downtown, and the dude's dog that bit me. But like he'd come and try to get me to he tried to get us to like hang out with him, and his big pool was that like they drink, they have girls over there and they have a sex swing. Oh, and you can see it. And he goes, "You can see it through your window right there." And we looked and there it is. Jelani was there. You can see the sex swing.
Yeah.
It's like right there.
It's the doors. I mean, it's wide open. The lights on, so it's like visible from across the street. And you're just looking, you're like, oh my
How'd you
god!
not take him up on that offer, man? Sex swing? That sounds awesome.
Let's
These are
go.
like two things that are great put together.
How can you go wrong?
At least it wasn't like a stripper pole or something.
Realizes that Brooks is on a sex swing right now. You can't tell.
I have like a chain
It's a sweet
thing
setup.
going around that I just carry myself around on the swing.
Oh man.
Brooks is in his suspension room is where he's at. He's like
Oh,
that.
everything you see is just a holographic illusion.
That's just your background.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a Zoom background, right?
It's a green screen.
It's false.
Thank you so much, Tacky616. I appreciate the birthday gift. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Awesome.
We don't have the Joker video, so we'll all just go, "It's my birthday." Yeah. That's why I put Jeff Goldblum on the thumbnail, because I don't know. I just feel like
This
the
is your
Grand
birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday. I want to do that little. He's got like a little bit of blue eyeliner.
Yeah.
You're gonna take your
And the
orgy
little thing
bars
right
out.
there. It's that little band on his lip.
Yeah, I should
Don't touch
cosplay
anything.
as the Grandmaster one day.
Wouldn't be that bad. Jeff Goldblum would be very appreciative.
I would fight for you.
See? Oh man. So, like, we got any other funny Robbie stories to share? Any of you guys got anything? Of course, John. Do you have anything funny?
That doesn't put me in too bad.
I'd like to. I don't know. Oh
yeah, I can't. Yeah,
I'm putting
them
on the spot.
All of mine are probably not appropriate.
You can tell your stories, Jay Strick. I know your stories. You got easy ones. John's got the real ones. John can tell you can more than tell the glass story if you want. You know, the night at the Smashing Pumpkin show. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, please.
How much detail do you want in the story? I feel like I should omit things.
As much as you want, dude. Think of it like a podcast, dude. We're just on a podcast. A podcast winds up on YouTube. So yeah, let's do it.
It's not like he's running
You're
for president.
gonna tell him the Smashing Pumpkins concert story.
Yeah. I've made mistakes in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed
Brooks
to-
was there. Brooks was there. Brooks was there.
Brooks was there.
And guess what? It happened on my birthday.
On his birthday.
Yeah.
Because I got the I got the memory on Facebook today where you took my picture with the giant cow.
Yeah, we did see you stopped at the giant cow.
Yep.
There's a giant cow. I didn't know about the giant cow thing.
Stopped at like a rest stop, and there was just this giant.
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, there was a giant cow. Yeah.
Story
I don't think it was a real cow.
Was it a real cow?
This is a great story, man. This is crazy.
Tell the
There was
story.
like a giant cow.
Story about how Brooks is such a good navigator.
You're terrible, John. You're terrible.
So, you want me to do it? You want?
Yeah, do it.
Come on, man.
So we go to Brooks was with us.
Yes.
We went to see the Smashing Pumpkins.
We took my car
in Atlanta.
Didn't we take?
Yeah, we actually went in Brooks' car. Yeah, we did.
You drove though.
But I drove back.
Because I didn't feel.
Yeah, I drove back. You might have drove there, but yeah, I remember we got lost. I was driving back, and you were reading fucking Harry Potter or some shit, and you were supposed to be my eyes.
I was on Half-Blood Prince, dude.
Dude, that's a great book.
He's supposed to be guiding John with the navigation, and he's reading Half-Blood Prince for like the 8th time.
We're
supposed to be leaving Atlanta, and we ended up at a movie theater for some reason. Remember that? Robbie was so mad.
I just want to go. I just want to get out of here, man. Stop.
Yeah.
You were driving.
You didn't feel good.
No.
Yeah, so let's go to the day before. We go to the concert. You've been drinking the whole day, if you recall.
Yeah.
Mostly beer. We go to the restaurant or bar or whatever that's below the hotel after the show, and we're doing shots, right? And we're drinking or whatever. Robbie may have had too much to drink because he drank like the whole day. It was his birthday. He was celebrating. Yeah,
may have had one.
He goes upstairs, and I'm gonna get the tab or whatever, tab up and come up there. But he goes upstairs, and I go up there. He's had too much to drink, as it is, okay. And he's pissed at me. On top of that, do I tell why you were mad at me?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
So let's just omit that. So he got upset with me.
You can bring it up if you can admit parts of it if you want. John,
I know this story, but I want to know.
I don't know how to do without. Okay. Anyway, he got upset. I think there was a misunderstanding, but he was drunk. You know what I'm saying? People get emotional when they've been drinking. He goes upstairs. Luckily, we got this awesome hotel where there was a cool bar downstairs in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? About below a hotel. So we go upstairs, and I know he's mad. But I'm like, I'm gonna take care of the bill for the food and the drinks. We spent a lot of money on alcohol, by the way. I go upstairs. I'm drunk, not as drunk as Robbie, but I'm drunk. And Robbie's pissed off. I go upstairs. He's in bed. It's like 3:30 in the morning, by the way. And I go upstairs, talk to Robbie. He's mad, and he keeps spitting all the time on the floor in the hotel room. He keeps spitting and spitting and spitting. I'm like, what's the matter? Why are you spitting? He's like, I spit when I'm drunk.
That he was naked this whole time.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Well, he's in bed and he's spitting, and he said, I spit when I'm drunk. And then he pulls back the covers, and I tried to look away, but I saw little Robbie, just for the record. And I'm worried about him.
You want to see my ass? And then
I don't.
And I full frontaled you.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
And then I felt bad for you because I thought you were dehydrated. I'm like, do you want some water? Which was a bad idea because he kept spitting, and this just gave him more spit. So I gave him a glass of water, and this glass belongs to the Marriott. He takes a swig, dumps the other half out, and then chucks the glass across the room, and then starts spitting again, and spitting and spitting and spitting. And he says, I spit when I'm drunk, which doesn't make any sense.
And this whole
I don't
time,
remember
John's like coming to me. He's like, "What do I need to do? What do I do? What do I do?" And I'm like, "Just leave him alone."
That's what I did. We were sharing.
Let him fucking.
Yeah, we were sharing a room. It was 2 beds, but we were sharing a room. So I just left and walked around downtown Atlanta for like an hour to let him calm down.
At that time in the
You
morning?
remember what happened in the morning? At 8 a.m., we got woke up because there was a goddamn parade. I'm like, is that a circus? Because my head was pounding.
My
And
head
there was
hurt
a-
too much.
Dude, there was a damn parade.
You literally said,
Dude.
it sounds like there's a parade going on outside. And
Yeah.
there literally was.
There was a parade. And
I
what
need
did
everybody to know.
Brooks wake us to? What did Brooks show us first thing in the morning?
It's morning wood.
morning wood.
But what got holds you so much was that I pointed it out. Like, why would you not? Like, Brooks is my homie.
You don't point stuff like that out. I was embarrassed for him.
Brooks
I
didn't
didn't
know.
And somewhat proud.
Brooks goes, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Like at least I
Brooks comes in there.
At least I didn't show my dick off to anybody.
We're
you
all
kinda did.
hungover. We're all hungover. It's 8 a.m. We only got like 4 hours of sleep. We hear this parade. Brooks slides in with a boner, and he's like, "They still have breakfast?" I'm like, and they did have breakfast, didn't they, Brooks?
Yeah, they did. I ate breakfast there. I remember it well.
Did you carry the breakfast up, or did you just put the bagels and shit on your boner?
I don't remember.
Either or. It could have been either or. I do need everybody to realize that I was probably the most intoxicated I've ever had. Like, it was an insane amount of shots.
It was. And you had been drinking beer at the concert, before the concert,
Before that,
and then we went to the show, and then after the show, we did all those shots. You did more than I did. You did more humanly possible. I don't know how you didn't have alcohol poisoning. And the next morning, you didn't feel well at all. And it was like that fucking scene from Reservoir Dogs, so you're dying in the back seat. We're trying to get out of Atlanta, and I'm driving Brooks's car. I drive like this for some reason. I'm jerking off 2 guys. That's how I drive. And I'm trying to get out of Atlanta. I thought Brooks was going to guide me because I don't know where the fuck I'm going. We didn't have GPS, but Brooks is reading fucking Harry Potter, and we got lost in downtown Atlanta, and we ended up at a movie theater, and you got so fucking mad. You're like, I'm sick, and you go to a fucking movie theater? I'm like, look, dude, I got lost.
That was the worst I had ever felt after a night of drinking, ever. And
We were supposed to go to someplace cool for lunch, remember? But you didn't feel good.
No, I didn't want. Yeah, we were going to go to like Varsity or something like that, I think.
Yeah, something really cool.
Going to Logan's or something like that.
We went to Logan's.
We did stop at Logan's on the way. Finally, we're like, let's try to get some food in you. Maybe you'll feel better. And didn't you feel better?
Yeah, I did.
You gotta eat, man, and drink water the second you wake up.
Yeah,
Get
guys,
tired
I was
of
a
all
Varsity
Spit on the floor.
hangover.
Varsity on hungover, man. Oh, oof.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we
man.
didn't do it.
I don't think that would
Bloody
have.
Mary. Bloody
'Cause
Mary.
It was kind of a tradition. We would go to Atlanta. It's the Midtown Marriott. We'd go there. There's this like Irish pub underneath it that stays open till 5, and they have food and so we would go to see 311, and we'd get these nice rooms there, and we'd party at that bar afterwards, and it became a tradition. And I was not having an already good time. There was some personal stuff involved. That's what John kind of omitted a little bit. And then there were these 2 women at the bar that we were cool with hanging out and talking with at first, and then all of a sudden I thought they were just interested in my weed, and I kind of went off, and that's what set me off.
All of it was misunderstanding.
Oh, you didn't like it.
He got upset. It was a misunderstanding. Everything was cool the next day. He was just hungover like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Angry Robbie drunk is a special one anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah, when I did the Hero and the Kid interview, man, they gave you a shout out, and they asked me to explain the chicken wing story. So now everybody in the PCP Army knows the chicken wing story. I want to know what was good. They asked me what was going through my head. What was going through your head, Jelani, when you stole
I was pretty drunk, man, and I was mad at you for some reason. And I can't remember why I was mad at you, but once again, when I get drunk, I get mad too. So the wings showed up and I was like, fuck it. Just do what I want. So I just put him like under the sink for some reason. I was mad at you for something. I know it was something you said. I know you said something, and I was like,
none of you guys would throw in on the pizza, and so I was like, well, I do not want any. I don't want to come back and have any of that pizza touched. And if you do eat some pizza, you better not eat my damn chicken wings.
That's what it was. That's what it was. And there was something else too, but yeah, it was that.
Oh no!
But either way,
very defensive about your food.
But the funniest part was I had to hear about you punching the wall, and I was like, "You punched the wall over some wings."
Hell yeah, I did, man. I was pissed.
I was mad too.
I was a little drunk too.
Yeah. Oh, good times. I'm sorry.
Strickland, you got a story?
Do you want me to tell the Saba story?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I have no shame. I'm good.
Apparently not. So yeah, you showed
your story doesn't top John's story. I'm telling you.
No, it doesn't. So
I think we'll top John's story.
This is probably like 4 or 5 years ago, actually. It's crazy. No, not that long. Maybe like 3 or 4. Anyways, it was my birthday. And
it was 5 years ago, 2015, because that's when I went to the hospital. I was literally days away from the hospital.
Yeah.
Robbie and I used to do
forget to mention the idea that I was rotting with infection at this time.
I was going to tell that, but I was going to lead up to it. I was going to make you look like a dick, and then I was going to be like, well, he was sick.
Oh, you ruined the story, Robbie.
So it's my birthday, March 25th, 2015. And me and Robbie, we used to do this show for the Deep. It was Deep's Flashback. We reviewed the Flash television show on CW, and then we watch an episode and we record our thoughts on it. So I didn't really want to do it as my birthday, but he was nagging me about doing it, so we did it. And that day, my wife had bought me this like $250 new Power Rangers Saba sword. It was like
$100, and you know it. Shut up.
I'm spicing the story up. Come on, man.
It was $1,000.
$350.
The guy in the $5,000 suit.
And so I was like, I got to bring it, show everyone at the shop. And I get to the shop. It's late. Like the store had closed, or maybe it was at night. It was at nighttime for sure. And
it was Wednesday night.
Yeah, and the store closed, so it was just us kind of in there and some of the employees. Well, Robbie walks in and is like plastered, like he's gone, like he doesn't know what reality is in, and like he's just going off on everyone like we work with, including me. He's just like roasting everyone. I'm like, dude, what is going? I'm trying to show him my sword. He grabs my sword and he's like flinging it around, like freaking out like a counter. I'm like, dude, I just got that, man. And he kept going on and on the whole night about, man, my mouth hurts, and that's why I drink all this whiskey. And we're like, dude, stop being a bitch. Like, you have a toothache? You have a toothache. Are you serious right now? Like, it's my birthday. Like, are you serious? And so it got to the point where like he was trying to drive his car. We're like, dude, we're gonna slash your tires. You trying to leave? And comes to cut out, like he said, he had like an infection in his mouth or something, and like you were out for like a month, man, right?
Robbie was almost dead.
Yeah, it was bad. And so at the time we're like, he's a bitch, he's lying, and then later on we're like, that's horrible. Like he almost died. So we felt really bad. But
my dick hurt so much, so I went home from work that night, and I was gung ho to come up there and do it, and I was drinking because drinking was the only thing that was making the toothache. Like it would still hurt, but I wouldn't care about it, you know. And I made a mistake of drinking too much. I had a crazy infection. Yeah, a few days later, I wound up in the hospital for over a week. 2 surgeries. Almost died. It was crazy. Crazy. I had a life-changing.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Right.
Oh man.
There's also the.
I don't want anybody to think less of me, but I used to be a bit more wilder. You know, I think I've calmed down a lot lately, though.
Because you're at home. You're quarantined.
This has been the calmest birthday I've ever had, guys. But I have a story from last year that was just too much, you know. It's just, but I wasn't the crazy part of last year's birthday stories. It was the people that were there with me. Wound up throwing up all over the table. These people did. Some of these people did. This one guy whipped his dick out in the bar. Like it was a wild, crazy time, man. You know, that's how it rolls. That's how we roll at the Excitable PCP Crew sometimes.
Well, did you point at him and go, "That was me in Atlanta"?
Yes.
I only did it to John, though. I didn't do it in
It's
public.
like, hey, I did that.
That wasn't the first time I've like shown my junk to people while drunk.
Yeah, I'm glad I've never had that privilege. Thank you so much.
One time, me and my friends, we went down to PCB, Panama City Beach, and you remember the movie Waiting?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Ryan
They would-
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember like they would have that game where they would show their nuts to each other. They had like the
Yeah.
moves, even the back, the brain. We were all into that, and so we were all doing that to each other the entire week.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to explain being 20 something.
Things happen.
But John and Strickland are like, yeah, but those stories happen in your 30s. The ones that
That was last week.
Oh man.
Hey,
Wait,
Sleepy
Oscar
Reader's
24?
here. Sleepy Reader from Portland. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Oh man, love the Crying Vision logo. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you would totally like
Even
this
androids
channel.
can cry.
Check out his channel, Brian. It's really good. You'll like it a lot. Sleepy
Oh,
Reader
good.
666.
Ah,
He lives
cool.
up in Portland, which is like comic book mecca.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Pretty much.
I
He's up
love
there with
visiting there.
Bueller and Sam and Bob. They're the Portland Comics crew. I'm envious of them. However, we have the Excitable PCP crew. And that reminds me, I got one of these things. And what a more appropriate time to put this up. Hey!
Hey.
Hey, we're excited.
Hey!
We
That we are.
yeah,
That's excitable, right?
that was excitable.
That was excitable. I like it.
Times.
Bam! Look at that. That's excitable. Do you see that change? How it went from that to bam?
Oh,
Ooh, we're
I
in the
can barely
woods.
see it. There are like 6 of us, man.
Dark woods at
that's doing
night.
it too fast.
Yeah.
What's going on? Huh? Okay, we'll just leave it on this one. Sorry.
So what you been doing for your birthday, man, other than chilling out here?
I read some Madman comics. I had some tacos.
Sounds fair.
That's pretty much it. I've been reading Madman Atomic Comics because I've never read that. And that's when, Allred kind of got distracted from Madman and the Atomics when he started doing X-Force and
X-Force.
the other books, He
Mhm.
started doing other stuff. Then he got to come back and do Madman at Image Comics for a while. I think that run lasted 17, 18 issues or something. So I'm reading that for the first time. And that stuff's really good because it gets back to more of the early tone where it's very like existential and psychedelic. And so I'm enjoying the hell out of that. And when I'm done with Madman, I'm going to be revisiting the Mage book by Matt Wagner because it's all it's all complete.
Did you
now.
read?
Oh yeah.
Did you read the last run?
No, I have not read any of Hero Defined yet,
Man, yeah, I dug it.
or Hero
I dug
Denied.
it quite a bit.
Hero Denied. Yeah.
Did Alicia
good.
get you anything cool?
Yeah, we got plans tonight.
Hey.
No, she's just gonna rub my feet.
Hey. Dude, honestly, that's a win. I see this as an absolute win.
We're gonna hang out. We had a taco party earlier. We're gonna hang out. She's not feeling so well, and
Oh, that sucks.
we'll watch Dazed and Confused.
Sorry to hear that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Listen
Probably
to Sweet Emotion.
yeah. Sweet.
The way that starts, man. The beginning of that movie was so sweet
Yeah.
with that song, man. They that came out when I was in college in Atlanta, and they had a dinner theater that served alcohol. And I must have we saw that movie like 6-8 times because they didn't care what you did once you got in the theater either. So if you know what I mean, we were making it smell bad. So because they would actually take your order at the beginning. I'm not going to say that didn't
on the
happen.
floor.
I'm not going to say that didn't happen, but I was referring to something else.
Yeah, I got it.
Bad. Strong. But they would take your
CBD
order,
oils.
bring your food,
Yeah.
bring your beer, and then they'd leave you alone. So I mean, it was we ended up seeing that one 6 or 8 times. Perfect movie for that
Nice.
kind of scenario.
Yeah.
That movie made me feel like I was born 20 years too late. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that totally would have been my zone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Brooks would have been Slater. For sure. John would have been I don't know.
I mean, I guess I would have to be Matthew McConaughey by age alone.
All right.
What's cool is that we all like Matthew's performance in that movie, but you don't want to.
He's a creep, kind of. He's such a creep.
Yeah.
Best thing about the girls,
Yeah.
I keep getting older. They say the same age.
Yes.
Seriously, dude, that's your Wooderson impression?
Yes, they do.
That's your Wooderson impression? That's your Matthew McConaughey? That's it.
Hey, forget about it.
I think he's judging you.
All right. Tell you what, you should ditch the 2 geeks you're with now and ride with us. But that's all right. We'll work that out later.
Gotta keep living, man.
Remember
L-I-V-I-N.
when we worked at the movie theater and we were ushers, and I would always do the Matthew McConaughey voice when I was taking people's tickets?
Yes.
I was like, have a good one.
Have a
Yeah.
good one.
Have a good night. All right. You got it. All right.
Well, the thing is, in that 2 seconds they were coming to the movie theater, it could have been anybody. They didn't fucking know.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're like, does he always talk like this? Is this his normal deal? Yeah, man. Oh gosh.
John would be Benny. The guy that wound up in Pitch Black. That's John.
Yeah.
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 I think I'd
Doesn't
be
he die? Doesn't he die in Pitch Black?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dies.
He does.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
didn't-
think
We
He
just
like-
watched this Black. Did you?
Vin Diesel, the kid, and Keith David were the only survivors of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
strictly
dude.
you watch Pitch
Yeah,
Black with us.
Yeah.
You just watched Pitch Black, guys. Come on.
It was 3 people that survived, and then they all died in Chronicles of Riddick. Oh,
Wow, spoilers. I haven't seen any of this.
you'll
Yeah.
be
I haven't seen him either.
Hell.
live.
You gotta
Surprise!
do what Randall Pink Floyd wants to do. Keep on living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
That's all right.
Who would be Ben Affleck?
That'd be Jelani. He's O'Banion.
Get the
But
paddle.
that movie terrified me for high
That movie's
school.
a great movie, and Ben Affleck still sucks in it.
Because he's playing the douchebag.
He's a
Yes,
douchebag.
very much.
You think he flunked again so he could just like do this freshman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved his paddle. Fuck you. I loved it.
Yep, that was awesome.
I would chase people down and yeah, I got it.
Was there like a
You ever
when y'all
look
were freshmen in high school? Did they do like senior hazing?
No.
Mm,
No,
mm,
not really like that. We would like kind of. I mean, we didn't respect the freshmen, and I mean, it's like stupid pep rally type hazing, but we didn't do
Yeah.
anything like that. We didn't
nothing
go beat the
like
shit out of
that vicious. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had vicious.
How you do that in
guess-
the 70s? You
Grissom,
couldn't-
I guess Grissom changed in the 2000s because it was crazy when I got there. When I was a freshman,
It's because
Like
it was the rich preppy white.
It's the rich kids.
They
Yeah,
all
they
feel
do
like,
that
they're,
stuff,
like they're
man.
always the worst, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was a 6-foot screen
They're
bean,
the
and the seniors put me in a trash can and threw me down the stairs. It was brutal.
Melvin had the soul pole, right? In
Yeah.
Days of Confused.
That's right.
Yeah,
yeah.
Melvin had the soul pole. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't remember that at Grissom when I was there. But like I was in Nebraska for junior high, and the 9th grader. That was 7th through 9th, and yeah, 7th graders got complete hell all the time. It was a terrifying place to be. It reminded me of that
Yeah.
kind of scenario. I mean, it was not fun.
Wow.
So-
Y'all
The school me and Delaney went to was Lee High School.
Lee High.
Lee High, which is
Lehigh.
shut up. But the school in Dazed and Confused is Lehigh.
It's
And
Lehigh.
I'm
No,
not-
it's true.
I'm not kidding. If you watch that movie, that's what our school looked like.
Exactly how
It
we
got
act.
burned down. I mean, it didn't get burned down. It got torn down. They rebuilt it somewhere else. But
It's
the-
a-
Burned down.
the version that we went to, Jelani, looks just like that one.
It is. I know. It
Wow.
looks.
It
Spoiler.
looks just like they were-
Hallways
they come
and
out of when they come out of the school, it looks just like that area where you would come out from the gym in the L room.
Yep.
Looks just like that, man.
God, I miss the L room. I miss that school. I wish
It
I
was a
didn't
room
tear it
called
down.
the L room, but it wasn't shaped like an
Like an
L. It was just called an L room because it had a big L in the middle of it.
Mhm.
And that's where it used to be a courtyard back in my stepfather.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Yeah.
And our good buddy Chris, Chris Wallace.
Chris Wallace.
Back in the day says he used to sell joints in the L room courtyard.
Maybe he'd be the Wooderson.
Back in the days of Confused days.
Yeah.
That was
Man,
back when like students could like smoke. That was where they went to go smoke. It was
we
the
gotta do a
courtyard.
review on that, by the way.
What's that?
We gotta do a review on that, by the way. One of these days.
Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Here's my review. It's amazing. 5 view digs.
Yeah.
There's a whole movie right there. There's a whole review.
Oh, good times.
What about Dogma? Dogma's a good Ben Affleck film.
Yeah.
He's not good in it. He's not good in it.
What are you talking about? He's good in it.
Matt Damon is good with it. His chemistry with Matt Damon is good with it.
You're such a hater.
He is like a dick in that movie, and he stays that way to the end. So won't.
Okay, let me ask you guys, because a few of us here, especially Hammer Time and Bodacious Brooks, we've known Jelani a long time. This Ben Affleck shit started with the Batman movie, didn't it?
I lost friends. Yeah, because they chose him as Batman. They did 3 things. I'll mention it. They did 3 things where I was like, 2 of them, I was like, this is great. And the third one, I was put off. And I was right. And I've been right. But the first one, they announced there was going to be a Batman Superman movie. I was like, yay! The second thing is they showed a logo. And I was like, that logo's sweet. I can't wait to see this movie. I can't wait. And then they were like, we cast Ben Affleck as Batman. I was like, it's going to suck. And I was right. And I was right. And I'm still right. And
he was great as Batman. He wasn't.
I lost friends over it. I lost Facebook. I had people argue with me on Facebook over it. I was like, he's going to be a terrible voice.
You lose 3 Facebook friends a day. Don't act like that's anything surprising.
Yeah.
One of those was Jennifer Garner.
Yeah. I don't care.
I like BBS.
She's a great Electra. Yeah.
He lost Jennifer Garner, but he gained J-Lo. J-Lo came back. She's like, I'm cool.
No. Ben Affleck is a tool. He was always a tool.
There's no way I can be a Kevin Smith fan and not love Ben Affleck.
No. Okay, well, that's fine.
Ben Affleck, you guys know he was probably one of my first man crushes. I love Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck is a great dude. I think he's got amazing movies. Argo.
His
town.
fam-
The fucking motherfucking town.
Argo.
I don't like the town. Too much Baston in it.
Argo, he plays a Mexican dude.
Too much Fenway in the town.
Too much soda pop.
Nope. He's terrible. Nope.
Shitty Strick, you got the worst accents, man.
Because I'm Asian.
Nope.
How many times are you going to use that excuse?
Yeah, right? Why you keep pulling out that card?
The Asian card.
Nobody
I've
wants to be
literally seen
white.
Strickland get I've literally seen him get harassed by cop before because of that shit.
Yeah. I
Because of the
went.
accent?
No, because of my skin color.
I was just messing.
I know. Dude, we were working at the Deep one night. This is like when I was like 18, 19, and I went to the car to get my glasses.
I'll be right back.
The sirens go off. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like 2 cop cars pull up. Sir, step away from the car. And I'm like, this is my car. They're like, there's been someone with your description breaking into cars around here. I was like, there's been 6'3" Asians breaking into cars around here? Like Huntsville, Alabama. Like, what? So I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have let him search my car, but I let him do it. So
No, I would have said no.
yeah, I should have. I should have. But I've been pulled over because I used to work construction, and like when I would leave the job site, I would be covered in dirt. So I would look like, honestly, like I was Mexican. And I got pulled over one time, and they asked to see if my license, to see if they said this, that we want to see if you are a legal citizen of the U.S. I was like, what? So
Really?
yeah, I got weird stories.
Man, that didn't even make sense. Why would
That's never happened to me.
yeah. I fit all
man.
the descriptions all the time. I love it. It's the best part. It's the best part of the police. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So Brian, you got any stories
Robbie
about
stories?
Robbie? Yeah.
Not really. I mean, we've only taken 2 trips out of town. They were pretty tame. I mean, I guess it's like, if anything, it's like our dynamic when I come into the store to visit. It's just kind of
it's hilarious.
It's a good 45-minute adventure where, like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like we get along, but we're getting along just fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, it's like we're like a, I don't know, very old married couple, just going at it,
I've literally had customers ask if they're okay, and I'm like, no, they're good. They're good. That's just a relationship.
Yep.
I got about that time that you and Robbie killed that hooker. You can tell them about that time?
Man. No.
You never know.
Been trying to forget that one for a while now.
Committing the crimes on YouTube.
Yeah.
Man, oh
Yeah,
man.
no.
Good times. Did they I was gonna remember, do y'all know when Black Widow's supposed to come out? Because I heard like it's supposed to be in November, but I thought there was like an actual date.
I don't know. November? It sounds like everything's been moved to November. November's going to be a heavy month.
Yeah.
Like for big films, some things are going to be moved around. People are going to get scared and be like, oh, well, we said November 19th or whatever, but it's heavy, so we moved it to December 11th. You're going to see a bunch of things get pushed. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to space those things out.
I think we're not going to see things like 2021 or on VOD, because they're talking about a lot of stuff that's just changing now. And I'm so mad because I want to be in a theater so bad right now.
Me too, man. I miss the movie theater.
The theater is going to be an interesting place to go, because like I feel like COVID is going to change some things for the better. Because like you think with a movie theater, no one's wiping down those chairs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And but now they're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably good.
Yeah. Especially the ones we go to, the theater we go to, they're like those seats are like 20 years old.
Well, I'm also worried about some theaters not coming back. Some theaters aren't going to survive this, which sucks because the theater that we usually go to is not the busiest theater, and that's why we like it. We like it's quiet, it's peaceful. I can get a good seat, but I can't guarantee those theaters are going to be around. And Regal's saying the end of this month is when they plan to reopen, but we'll see.
Right. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see, because like if they're still doing the social distancing thing, how it's going to work for them when you're trying to fill a house or something like that. So it's like
they can't be like, look, we're only selling this many, because they can restrict X amount of tickets per theater. But are they going to want to do that and basically cut off their own, you know what I'm saying, their income? I don't know.
Yeah. It's crazy because like going to the movies is literally one of my favorite things that I've ever done since I was a kid. I always get a popcorn, an icy, candy, and I had the movie pass at AMC, so I could see like 3 movies a week. And I paid like $20 a month. That was it.
Yeah.
And you got like discounts on like concession, and like you could. They got it to the point where you could just pick your seat off your phone, and so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I really want a lot of stuff to change, man. But hopefully we will get our theaters back. And I really would hate to see AMC leave, because then I don't know who would buy that theater. Like the theater that you would go to in our area, that theater's been like 3 different chains. I think it was the Rave, and then it was the Carmike, and it was AMC. And I'm like, if AMC leaves, then who's going to take that theater? Because somebody needs to be there. It has the best IMAX theater.
Yeah, it's successful where it's at. It's far enough away from the other locations. It's got a good setup. It's a nice theater. I'm not worried about them, but I'm more worried about the. I mean, they probably have a higher overhead too. I mean, it's a very nice theater, but it costs a lot to run that place. So I don't know. I'm more worried about Hollywood locally shutting down, and I think that is that whatever it was, the one behind Walmart. The discount theater, is that still there?
That's Carmike. It's still there. Yeah,
that's probably going to be gone. I worried that might be gone because they weren't first run, right?
No, they're originally. I forgot what originally they were.
They were Carmike originally.
They were Carmike originally, so it stayed at Carmike. Oh, until they got bought up by AMC. Yeah, that's right.
But they were still doing discount. I'm just worried that some of these, I don't know, some of these theaters just not coming back, which would suck.
I would really, really want to see it. I just want to be in that feeling again. Yeah, it's everything. Like the first time I really got engulfed in a theater was Twister.
Nice.
Well, yeah,
that's because you watched it during the tornado, right?
Yeah, it was especially it was so realistic.
Yeah,
the cows are really.
And it tore the theater
I remember
down.
that time.
Yeah, like the roof came off. And
Hey,
shades are on.
Are you wearing shades?
Yeah, man. It's my birthday. I decided I wanted to ride this out with Teen Dog shades on, in case you guys wanted to get really interesting.
Joe, cool.
I got a question, man. I do got a question.
Shoot.
Anybody here have any kind of experience seeing something that they can't explain? Whether it's aliens, ghosts, UFOs, leprechauns giving out pancakes, I don't know. Anything?
I saw a girl give her number to Jelani once.
It's happened.
You liar.
It's happened. Shut up. Hater.
Anybody? Because I went off yesterday on mine and Dylan's stream at the end. I went off about how I have this desire I want to experience something. So I want to meet people that have actually experienced this. And I know Jelani has never told me about any kind of crazy experience. Brooks has never told me about one.
I have one.
What is it?
But then I realized it's easily explainable
Well,
because ghosts aren't real. Ghosts aren't real. But like, I was at a club one night and I was at my ex's house.
And a girl gave you her number.
Yeah, the girl gave me her number and it was real. But I fell asleep and I was recovering from a hangover and I was just laying in the bed. And she's on the second story where all the lights.
We talking about the house on Clinton and Lincoln?
Yeah, the house on Clinton and Lincoln.
Yeah, there were some compelling stories there.
It's an old house. It's an old like a building in general, and it's in the middle of downtown Huntsville. Beautiful spot to be. It's right it overlooked a Goodyear tires. So I'm laying in the bed and I'm hungover. And I'm just laying there and they're like lights. The lights are constantly hitting me in my face. And I'm like, you know, how you just hangover feel. And as I'm like asleep, I think someone's like saying my name. And it's like,
They're really saying Sade.
And it's this weird, just this odd thing. And I'm like, is someone actually
saying my name? What are you? Sade?
Chardonnay.
Yeah. It sounded like something was like in my ear. And I'm like, okay, so somebody's calling my name. And I'm like answering back. I'm like, hello. And no one's in the apartment with me. And they're like, there's like her cats. And I'm like, I'm assuming, it's probably your cats like just scratching something that sounds like that. But then I keep hearing.
It sounds like someone going, and
I'm like, okay, whatever. So I keep laying there and I'm rolling around and the lights are hitting me in my face. And then all of a sudden, there's like this noise, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" No, I hop right up, and I'm like looking all out through the windows, trying to see what it is. There's nothing on the street. There's nothing on the ground. And then behind me, something else falls, and I turn around. I'm like, "Oh my god, is there?" And my ex was telling me that, you know, there are ghosts that are in this apartment. Sometimes they'll watch us while we're sleeping. I'm like, "Yeah, stupid." Whatever goes.
Jelani, it's an old building,
and right? It's an old building that creaks
near downtown Huntsville. And everybody that lived in that apartment complex had stories about this woman that they would see. Yeah, I remember that now. I forgot about that, but you're right. Yeah.
So, and I never believed it, and I still don't.
Okay, here's the thing then. We're it may be my birthday, but we are literally less than 2 months away from the 5th anniversary of PCP, which is very exciting to me, right, John? That's the PCP. Everybody, you know, nobody cares. Yeah, screw PCP. Anyway, and back in the early days, even before PCP in the SOE days, we came up with this idea on the Rockin' with Rockin' Robbie show that I was going to do. We wanted to do like a ghost hunting show, right? Like an internet ghost hunting show called HARP.
I remember that.
Huntsville, Alabama Research of the Paranormal, right? And we asked you if you would do it with us, and you said, hell no.
Yep.
But here you are boldly being like, I don't believe in ghosts. I've had an experience, and I ain't scared of no ghosts. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, not afraid of ghosts. I don't care. They're dead. What are you gonna do to me? What you gonna do to me? What? Blow wind in my face? Oh,
I don't know. Look what Patrick Swayze was able to do.
I'm good.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
I'm talking about the movie Ghost. I don't mean
even
real life. No disrespect to Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, he's awesome. But no, man, I will not sit in the dark in a cemetery. You're just asking to be,
But you don't believe in ghosts, so why?
Accidentally disappear.
So you don't believe in ghosts, but you don't believe in ghosts, but you don't believe in ghosts, but you think homeless people hang out in graveyards waiting to snatch up unsuspecting people at night?
Yeah, man, come on.
What's more
probably?
They're not
actually
not the slightest. And like everybody's just they con all these people, and people believe it, and you're just like, whoa, no. Oh yeah, and they used my ex used a Ouija board in the house one day, and I was like, nope. Now you're just calling the devil. You don't know what you're getting when you get the Ouija board. And I'm like, but at the same time,
it's made by Hasbro, homie.
Exactly. I'm not afraid of it, and I'm sure it's nonsense. But she's like, let's conjure this old woman, and I'm like, no.
If I thought a place was haunted legitimately, the last thing I would do would be bring out the Ouija board.
Let's bring out the Ouija board.
I try to capture. It'd be nice. I don't know who lives there anymore. It'd be nice to try to see if we can capture some EVPs. You know what I'm saying, man? Something like that.
Yeah. Pass.
Anybody else had an experience at all?
I have.
What's that, Brooks?
I was like back in the Applebee's days. Like I remember I was driving home one night. Like it was probably like 1:30, between 1:30 and 2. I was driving down the parkway towards my house, on South Parkway, and I hadn't smoked anything or drank anything this night.
Okay.
Look, I usually do.
Okay, cool.
I very rarely drink, but sometimes we'd smoke some at work. But I hadn't this night. But I was driving home, and all of a sudden I see this guy this like white figure in white walk across the road in front of me, and like I could have swore he looked like Jesus. I was like, and I thought about it. It wasn't around Easter time or Christmas time or anything like that. So
then it couldn't have been Jesus.
Just walk across the road
that's when you would expect to see Jesus, right? Obviously,
like perfectly. Well, I figured maybe he's like a play or something. Maybe he was like playing Jesus in a play or something. Maybe. Yeah. But like. And then I thought, I'm like, no. And he just calmly walked across the road. And I looked back later, and he was just gone.
Were you raised in the church at all? Did you have to go to church when you were younger?
I did.
I'll tell you this.
My parents were kind of loose with it.
What's interesting to me is there's this guy, and maybe Brian knows because Brian's read Robert Anton Wilson too, but he was talking about in Cosmic Trigger, he's talking about this dude, and I'm rereading it right now, Brian. Cosmic Trigger. And he's talking about this guy named Jacques Vallée, I think, or something like that, who did all this kind of connection of like spiritual visions and visions of the BVM and alien visions and demonic visions and angelic visions. And he kind of made like comparisons, how they can kind of all appear in the same way. But the idea is that your reality is basically your interpretation of what has actually happened. Nobody has real reality because everybody has their own reality tunnels, if you will. Right. So like what you're raised on is how it comes to you. Right. And because there were at certain points, there are like peaks of alien and flying saucer sightings because it corresponds to something going on in culture, right? Mm. So a lot of people see these visions as like religious or spiritual type things, right? We were talking last night about the Lady of Fatima, right? You guys know about that, and I know Brian does probably. In Portugal, the 3 children that saw the sign and like 30,000 people saw the sun like lower itself towards the earth and then go back up, and
oh wow,
like crazy stuff, man. Look it up. Look it up. Fatima.
Fatima. Okay.
Fatima, Portugal. It's like in the early 1900s or something.
Okay.
But, so it's interesting. If you have a background in the Christian religion, a lot of people do see Jesus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a powerful figure to see. And like, I'll tell you what, I have been where Jelani is talking about, and that is spooky. And I've stayed the night there after hearing those stories, and it's really kind of creepy because it's an old place,
It is an old
and
place.
it's creepy and it's old downtown. You know, it's like Twickenham type stuff.
Yeah.
That building probably is.
It's got to be
150 years old at least. Super old.
Wow, it's very old. It's been renovated like 2 or 3 times.
It's right next to the synagogue over there on the corner of Lincoln and Clinton.
Yep.
And it was like literally 2 blocks from the club, and it was the perfect.
It was a perfect place to hang out. You pregame there, and then you go to the club.
Yeah. Do you remember the done deal night? By the way. Anyway, Brooks's story chills me. Like really does chill me. The idea you saw Jesus like walk across and then he was gone.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
crazy. What I would interpret Jesus to look like, I should say.
Exactly. And that's why I think it's all like
maybe he's here already.
There's something though. There's some kind of something, whether it's connecting to your higher self or whether there's actually a higher dimension that I have no idea, obviously, but it's a very curious idea. I want to know what Brian thinks about this. Brian, you have an experience like this, or what do you think about these experiences?
Well, I don't know. I guess the closest thing to ghosts or anything like that was I had a babysitter show me Poltergeist and said it was based on a real thing. I was not at the right age to process that. I was terrified for a good month and a half. Any noise was a threat, you know, for like a month and a half. I don't think I slept, for weeks.
How old do you think you were when this happened?
I was 10. I mean, I was incredibly gullible. Didn't have the brothers and sisters and everything like that. And part of it is like I would envision all this stuff. Like I'd get attacked, by something, and then of course, I'd be in my underwear running down the street, and that was also inducing panic. That I'm running around asking for help in my underwear, scrawny little kid. But anyway, Robert Anton Wilson is very, very interesting guy. Calls himself a gorilla ontologist. And ontology is the study of being and just in general. So, I mean, he studies every topic, and just goes in deep and everything like that. And that psychology of some of that stuff is very interesting. I mean, it's definitely, a lot of things are wired in early, and you're looking for things. But yeah, I mean, we're basically walking around with an ever-changing model in our head, that's, it's evolving, it has to and everything. But yeah, it's, it does. I mean, certain things like that do make sense where things line up with the way people were raised, when they're seeing things. So yeah.
Okay.
But why are you rereading Cosmic Trigger when you have Illuminatus trilogy, man?
Yeah, I know. I've had Brian's copy of the Illuminatus trilogy for like 5 years now, I think.
I think it was the day you started this show.
The day I started this one? The one we're doing right now?
The 5-year anniversary is coming up. I think I gave it.
I thought you were trying to be like, we're going long. I'm like, 2 hours ain't nothing. We went 3 on Friday.
I know. I'm still feeling it.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
I had 2 shows yesterday, man. And then I'm on last night. Bueller shows up, and Bueller and Dylan are both just like, man. Bueller's just like, I'm out of energy. And if anybody watched that Comic Gories, Bueller was all out. He was like Macho Man talking shit during that entire time. He swept Comic Tom strictly on shit talk. So hats off to Bueller. He swept him in shit talk. And
was that a fun show?
It was super fun. I almost beat Jim Mint with a Kid and Play comic, but he won with omnibuses, man. And when you get omnibuses all around you, the last category was bromance. We were tied up going into the final round, right? And the category is bromance. And he gets his World Finest Omnibus Volume 1, which he hasn't even read. And it's Batman and Superman, and everybody's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, look, y'all, you think of comic book bromances, and all you think about is Superman, Batman. I got all these Fantastic Four books next to me. I could easily find a Human Torch and a Thing cover,
or a Reed Richardson thing.
Or a Reed and thing.
You did it all with
I pulled out a Kid and Play #1. And I swear that vote was so damn it was a super close vote. I just want the official numbers because I saw a lot of PCP and Robbie votes. I'm just going to say that. And Kid and Play #1, come on. Kid and Play #1, near mint condition against a World's Finest Omnibus. Come on, man.
That was destined to win. What are you talking about?
Like romance. That's a real life bromance. Who had the better movie? Jelani, what's a better movie? BVS or House Party?
House Party. Wow. That was easy enough. Yeah, that was easy enough.
Easy enough.
Which one won more Academy Awards?
House Party.
House Party.
No, I didn't win a house. It would have won an
No.
Academy Award for me, best original screenplay or something, best song. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come
wasn't-
on,
it-
man.
Yeah, come on, man. So, John, you excited for baseball to come back July 1st? Did you hear the plan?
No, I haven't heard anything. I mean, I know it's going to be like a truncated league. Are they using the spring system, or what's going on? I was trying to look at it. Or there's going to be crossplay, right? They're not going to separate the National American. They're just going to do a shortened season with everybody.
No, they are doing the actual divisions, right? And they said what they were going to do is they're aiming to start at the beginning of July with spring training starting 2 weeks before that. They want spring training to be at the home facilities, which probably won't happen because those places aren't built to have 40 to 50 guys there. You know what I'm saying? So there's still a lot of stuff that's going to like get worked out, but they're about to propose this plan to the players tomorrow. And they want an 80-game season starting in July. They're going to redo the schedule so that everybody mostly plays the people that are geographically closest to them, whether it's American or National League, but you'll still play in your division, which I think is weird because, New York, Boston, Toronto, maybe Toronto has to come out of Canada because it seems like they're doing more strict type things, but maybe they'll be released quicker. I have no idea what's going on in Canada. I haven't paid too much attention. It's crazy enough trying to keep up with what's going on here in the States. But the idea is that they're doing an 80-game season, playing only the people within their geographical region, so that whether it's National or American League, you're going to play the people closest to you in your home stadiums. They get to expand the roster out, I guess, in case people get sick. So they're saying they can have a 50-man roster instead of like the usual, 30 or something like that. And then they're going to have a more extended playoff season that goes into November. So that's the plan right now.
Are they going to do more double headers and stuff like that to try to squeeze in the 80?
I don't know. Because if they get to do their start date, I guess they can see how they can, because 80 is like half of the season. And July
but that's
marks
still a lot of games.
But here's the thing: is the July marks the half of the point of the season. Like the All-Star break is usually around July 4th.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't see it being too difficult.
So they're going to start at basically there's where they're expected to start is probably the All-Star break.
Yeah, probably.
What would be the All-Star break? And
pretty much every team plays 6 games a week. So it's kind of easy to get caught up on that. But yeah,
man, I don't watch much baseball, but man, that's not a great cold weather sport, man. Having those big games in November.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Those northern teams, it's
no, they'll get battered.
Yeah. Well, it's a problem in October. Are you kidding me? The northern teams that don't have domes in October, it can be a problem.
Have you ever
remember when they go ahead?
Oh, have you ever swung a wooden bat and hit like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball coming at you in like 30-degree weather? It does not feel good.
I have never faced somebody that can throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Well, I was at a batting cage.
However, yeah, no, that's. I remember when it kind of extended in October, like you were saying there, and that was the first thing I thought is, man, hitting a ball when it's cold. Jeez.
Yeah, well, the playoffs already go. The playoffs already go into October, and it will get more cold in November. And especially because we already know half the games are going to be in New York, so we already know that about the World Series. So yeah, I just think it's going to be. I think it'd be fine. I think the Yankees can handle it. Who cares if anybody else can? It's just weird to me because they're saying they're going to play geographically close and in their division. I'm like, that makes sense because most places are geographically close within their division, except for in our division, it's Toronto, Boston, Baltimore, New York, and Tampa.
Well, Seattle's not all that close to Dallas.
That's true. And the Central, like Detroit's not close to Houston. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the East Coast teams have it easy.
Yeah.
I just hope we get some Tigers Yankees action. Don't you, John?
Yeah.
Straight up, you said
Yes, I
baseball, and I've stopped listening.
Oh,
Like
shut
the
the
past
hell
minute.
up. You're a Knicks fan. Who cares? I thought you became a Yankees fan.
I push his window out of here.
I thought you were a Yankees fan. Whoa, you did it, dude. You do it. Now you moved him. Now you're on top. Look at that.
Oh, he's over there.
Nice.
Hey, give me back my damn phone.
Here you go, buddy. I got it right here.
Okay.
Pass it to me. I'll pass it over.
There you go.
Terrible at it.
Thank you for joining us, PCP Army. I'm sure a lot of y'all are just like, what the hell is going on? This is exactly what happens at the beginning and after any podcast or video we do, right?
Pretty much.
Jelani, when movies come back, what's the movie you're most looking forward to this year?
Black Widow, man, all day. I want to see. There's so much I want to see, though. I want to see Mulan. Gosh, what else is out? It's supposed to come out because I've forgotten now.
Wonder Woman
Tenet.
84.
Wonder Man 84, James Bond.
Yeah.
No Time to Die.
That
Yeah,
new Saw
I really
movie, Spiral,
Looks
dude.
good.
Spiral looks good.
Tenet.
That Chris Nolan movie looks dope.
Yeah, man, I'm all about those movies. I mean, but when we get them, I'll watch them.
But you're most excited for Black Widow because it's
Black
next to
Widow's
TV
the
film.
most. Yeah,
What about you, Holchu?
No Time to Die, which Jelani already said, and The French Dispatch, which I don't think actually got an official release date yet. I think they were aiming for July, but we'll see what happens with that. That's the new Wes Anderson film.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We were
I
talking
think I
about
saw
that.
something about that. Yeah.
But as far as films delayed, Bond #1, probably #2 would probably be Black Widow. Does look really good, but yeah, The French Dispatch is like my most excited as far as films go. But again, I don't think it had official delayed date, and then I think it got pushed around. So who knows when that's going to come out? I think it still might come out late summer if theaters are back in action.
What about
Yeah.
you, Brooks?
I don't watch movies anymore.
you just took this opportunity to give up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quit cold turkey. No more movies for me.
That's funny.
No ma.
Yeah, probably Black Widow.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. What about you, Brian?
Well, I mean, I'm a huge Bond fan. I was pretty stoked about that one coming out. That really dug the trailers, and I thought the casting looked pretty good. Yeah, I was pretty excited about that one. Then I do want to see the Wonder Woman 84. I don't remember when it was supposed to come out though. I'm
supposed
not
to be
that
July?
savvy
This is
on
July.
those.
But now it's
Okay.
all
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I was going to go see Black Widow because I've seen all the MCU movies, but I'll admit, like, when she left, I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, I just, cool character and everything like that, but I don't know. Just not one of my favorites.
you don't have to worry about pissing
Goodness
off
gracious.
people by saying you don't like Black Widow, man.
It's fine.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
judge
Fine.
you later.
Yeah. Wait till I log out.
John, French Dispatch now is scheduled for October 16th.
Oh, it's a Halloween movie. That makes sense.
But I'm glad you brought
Actually,
that.
I think October is the new Halloween movie as well.
Yeah, it is. Halloween Kills comes out
Killing Cute.
October
Okay.
the same day, dude.
Dude, that's
What
going to be a
is-
good weekend for movies.
What a decision you make.
Yeah.
I like that last Halloween movie too. It was great.
Dude, Halloween was amazing.
Fantastic.
I haven't
Dude.
seen it.
It's really good. It makes me give a whole new respect for Laurie Strode. It really does.
What about you, Strickland? What are you
Good
looking forward to?
Probably. I want to see New Mutants just for the memes. I mean, seriously, the
Is
memes
it
are
actually going to come out?
It's
That's what
never
I'm
going to
saying.
come out, dude.
It's never coming out.
They never filmed it. The whole thing is a fucking smoke show.
Yeah,
I believe
they just filmed a little bit of like
just like this giant slow burn.
trailer.
You know,
Yeah,
They just filmed the stuff for the trailer, and that's it.
the biggest 20th Century Fox troll of all time. They were like, they knew it getting bought out. They were like, screw it, we're just gonna make a film or make a trailer and tell people it's gonna come out and just keep milking it for years.
I'm
Why
looking
not?
forward to that new Saw movie. Looks so good to me. Spiral.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the one with
Chris Rock.
is it Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed out that we got Candyman delayed, but at least it's going to be closer to Halloween. So here's a
Yeah.
list right here. Soul has been postponed, but it looks like the date. This may be an old thing. I don't know. Now I know that Tenet has never changed its release date.
Yeah, they have.
That's the movie I'm
It's
most
still
looking
coming.
forward to. Mulan is now in July.
I'm excited for Mulan.
Wonder Woman's been moved to August. Bill and Ted is right on schedule, so as long as this
Okay.
doesn't mess with my Bill and Ted, I'll be okay. They can postpone everything else. There's Kingsman. I heard Kingsman got pushed back like a year, so this
Yeah.
might be an old website. Yeah, Candyman is coming out in September now. There's your French Dispatch. Halloween Kills. Black Widow November 6th. It pushes everything else back. That's the thing that really is the bothersome thing. Top
Yeah.
Gun's now going to be a Christmas movie.
Oh, that makes sense.
Literally,
Okay.
Tom
Well, At
Cruise.
least we know that Tom Cruise can actually fly those jets now.
Well, no. The crazy thing is Tom Cruise actually got them to allow him to go to the North Pole to train with Santa.
So he can fly the roof.
And they spliced his DNA with part elf because they said that he was already a quarter there. We've been really hard on Scientology this week here on the channel. I don't know why.
Fuck them.
I went off on John Travolta last night.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
so it comes out the 23rd.
He's the
right there.
creepier of the two, though. He's
He's
clearly
the least successful of the two.
yeah.
I asked Dylan this last night.
Hose.
I asked this to Dylan last night. I'll ask this to you guys. Do you think John Travolta is like kind of bitter and jealous about Tom Cruise?
Yes.
I would.
It looks that way. He has got a wig collection for the ages. I will give him that because I know he lost that hair in the 80s. And he is
never
trying
did a movie as good as Face Off.
Oh wow.
Like I wonder if like John Travolta looks at him like I want to take his face off.
Michael's got a good one. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters got delayed till March of next year.
That's gonna be
Oh,
great.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
That movie looks fantastic.
Fast and Furious got delayed. Venom got delayed. I'm kind of bummed about Morbius. I wanted to see Morbius.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that the longer a movie has in the studio before it releases, like New Mutants, the worse it's going to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
You're right.
Because yeah, my buddy works, that CGI stuff, and he says that the longer the executives have to give vague descriptions about what they want and get back stuff they just don't ever seem to like, yeah, it gets worse and worse.
Wow. It's just like the hype's worn off of it, or just people don't.
Too many cooks in the kitchen, man.
Yeah,
Too many cooks in the
absolutely.
kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
They're trying to figure out how to make it sell too.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, they're not.
New Mutants has already been through all these
Poor
different, like,
it's
you know.
gone. That movie's so far gone. Like it's just gonna be like a shell of whatever the original concept was. They're like, we're gonna make it a horror film. No, let's make it a comedy horror film. Add something else to it. And then Disney's got it. So it's just gonna, it's dead.
Yeah, I hate that happened because I love that comic, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I was so excited
sure.
that they were making a New Mutants comic or
Mhm.
movie. I was like so excited, and I even liked the first trailer fairly well. But then the more you hear, it's like, man, no.
Oh,
I really hope it comes out and it's just a smash.
it'll be all.
And they got to do a
We're
sequel.
all wrong. We're like, oh,
And they got it. I said this at the beginning of the show, Brian. I was like, I hope it comes out. It's a smash, and they have to make a sequel. And these dudes are like 20 years older.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see it like 4 times just to support it.
yeah. There you go.
Good for
Drive the
you.
sequel. Drive the sequel.
Oh, sorry, not to change the subject. I completely remember. Rick and Morty, y'all. Has anyone seen it, the new one?
I watched last night or last
yeah.
week's. I didn't watch this week tonight's. I don't think it's aired yet.
There's
It comes
one
on
tonight.
it tonight
comes on
around 11 or something, right?
Oh well.
Last Dance is on right now.
Yeah, I always watch those later on ESPN Plus anyway, because I watch the unrated version. I want to hear
Ooh.
Jordan say asshole.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm
Provocative.
edgy like that. I'm edgy like that, buddy.
He's an edgelord. Yeah.
Hey, Bills, I gotta go, man. I gotta pop out.
Well, thank you for being here, Strickland.
Appreciate you having
Hey,
me. Happy
Strickland.
birthday. Good to
Real
see
quick
y'all.
before you
Yeah,
go,
man.
man, have you ever
Yeah.
seen an alien or a ghost?
Really?
I was trying to make it seem like my screen unfroze, but I laughed. That's like a 30-minute story.
Okay, go ahead.
No,
I got time.
I'm trying to go eat. All right. I want to give you the condensed version.
Yeah, don't be a Mike. Give me the condensed version.
He's got a 28-minute story. It's shorter.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna make it short and sweet because I'm really hungry. There's pizza here. Yeah, so when I was younger, I feel like I'm like switching tones. It's got like real serious. So when I was younger, I was like really involved in the church, and I went to Africa for like a month. And so here's my thing: I'm not like a ghost guy. Like I don't believe in ghosts. I do believe. Robbie knows this. Like I do believe there's like a light and a dark, and I believe like there's a lot of darkness in the world and there's a lot of light. So this goes into the story, I guess. So I go to Africa, right? Beautiful, beautiful country, but there's a lot of like darkness. If you imagine, it's like a third world country in a lot of areas, a lot of poverty.
Called the darkness.
To what?
I said there used to be a lion called the darkness.
Yep. And
There's
there's
sort of
And a
darkness
lion called
also.
the ghost. There was a ghost
together.
and a darkness in Africa.
beautiful film. Beautiful film.
There's a song by
Okay.
Weezer called Africa.
And so
Isn't that a cover of the Toto song?
By
It is.
Weezer. By
It's
Weezer.
also that
I've never
album's
seen a.
awesome.
I've
Didn't
never
Pitbull
seen a.
do
John,
one?
please like me more than that.
All right, that was my Weezer plug. Okay, back to the serious story. And
By the way, John, this dude plays Weezer all the damn time at the D.
Yep.
Weezer and
That's
Third Eye
right.
Blind. You'll be proud,
There you
buddy.
that's all you need.
John's
I mean-
like, I don't like Third Eye Blind.
I love Third Eye Blind.
it's only Weezer.
It's their first two albums. I love their first two albums. Absolutely.
Okay,
Also,
I feel like
Steve Miller Band. He plays Steve
we're not
Miller
going to
Band
make
a
it to
lot.
this story. We're
Do
not
it.
making
Do
it
it.
to
Do
this
it. I'm
story.
sure. Go ahead.
No.
Do it.
No, you're just going to interrupt the like the Kinkos thing. on
We're gonna
Friday.
stop right now. If someone talks, I'll kick them off the screen. The stream. Do it.
Because my thing is I can't be serious if we keep laughing. Because I'm just going to keep laughing.
John, I am serious.
All right.
I wanna
Okay.
know.
So
I wanna know.
I'm in Africa for like a month, right?
Yeah.
And
Did you bless the
Um,
rains? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
see,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
you're not going to let me just go and give up
I'm
pizza.
good. I'm promise. I'm good.
You just said you weren't going to interrupt it.
Dude,
You
all I want for my
interrupted.
birthday is to hear this story. You better do it. Come on.
It's not even that. Oh my gosh. All right.
Nobody said anything, Strickland. Come on.
Now he's the one delaying himself.
Okay. I got the freaking giggles. All right, here we go. I'm in Africa. Dude, I'm done. Tag me.
Come on, man.
Tag
Real
me
quick.
out.
Come on. Just finish
Okay.
it off real quick.
All right. Hold on. I gotta like channel some energy. Here we go.
Hey, you're still in that Kinkos.
All right, we're back. Half of this room is my wife. Half of this room is mine. All right, so I'm in Africa for like a month. I'm like 19, 20, and we're going around like a lot of different places, kind of like giving out food, just like checking on people if they need like glasses. We're obviously not doctors, but we're like had a bunch of different things to like help with those kind of things, I guess. And so, like I said, this is like there's a lot of poverty and darkness over there, and you kind of like feel that when you get off the plane. Like, I'm not lying. Like, you get off the plane and like you're here in America, obviously, like everything's good, it's great. You get off the plane there, and it's just like a different tone in the air. I don't know how to explain it. That's the best I can, I guess. And we're working all these different villages, and I remember this lady comes up to me. She said, we had translators, so she says, the translator tells me she's talking about how her mother's ill and she won't eat, and she's really, really sick, and she's not acting like herself. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, will you get a team and do like pray for her and this kind of thing? And we're like, yeah, sure, we can do that. And so a group of 5 of us go into this little hut, and dude, again, I'm going back to that to emphasize the tone in the air was just like darkness. Going into this hut, this lady, man, there was just like, you couldn't see it, but you could feel it, the the darkness in the room, and you could see that she was not well. Eyes rolled back in her head, shaking, just like moving, not like, I wouldn't describe like a horror movie, like, in a horror movie when they move like weird. It wasn't like to that extent, but she was moving like extremely weird. And like I said, this is darkness, and people started praying for her, and whatever that, it lifted. I don't know how to explain it. It just did. And that was kind of the first time I really think, like, for me, like, I believe I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe like there are like demon like figures. It's probably not the way we perceive it. I know me and Robbie have talked about conversations like this. Like, it's weird to say, like, if you read things like the Bible, and the Bible talks about a legion of angels were drop kicked out of heaven, and those are now the demons, right? So like, maybe the way we perceive demons isn't the way, we really think. Like, they describe in the Bible angels as beautiful creatures. So I don't know how to explain that moment, but it shook me. So I legit, I don't watch movies with possession in them anymore, and I don't do anything like demonic wise, because I just don't want to tamper with it. Like, it's not my cup of tea. Like, I've seen that one experience for me just shook me to my core, and I'm sure there's a logical explanation, but in that moment I didn't have one. So,
well, the logical explanation is that demons are real, man. I mean,
yeah,
I'm right there with you, dude.
Dude, it shook me, man.
No ghosts. They are not real.
Strickland, thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing your story, buddy.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, buddy. See you next time. I'm glad we got that guy out of here.
And then there were 5.
I'm not the center panel anymore, though, man.
I know, right? There you go.
You'll be all right.
It happens.
You'll live.
I'll adjust.
Yep. Man, oh man. So what are we doing now? What's going on?
We're just talking, man.
No, I was saying, because you guys.
I don't know how you follow up that story.
You can't, because it's like, that's weird that like you have like something encompassing evil, but it's delivered away by prayer.
Well, energy can be palpable, and prayer works. Prayer works. I believe anything you fervently believe in like that will work. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot more we can get into that. It's not a Teen Dog Shades night, obviously. Oh, wait a second. But nobody else has theirs on. But yeah.
I keep my tinfoil hats like in my kitchen. So
I don't need tinfoil hats. They don't work, but Teen Dog Shades work. They work.
Sounds
I'm
fair.
serious. Right now, ready? Jerusalem is not the spiritual center of the earth. What? This is a signal I just got because these Teen Dog Shades allowed that signal to come through. Anyway, y'all staying safe. Y'all doing good, man.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Brian, did you get your comics? Brian, did you get your comics this weekend?
I did. I went and I got that Green Lantern. Haven't read it yet. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited to read that one. So,
hell yeah, Brooks, you got some books this week, right?
This week?
Yeah, you've been reading that Onslaught book.
Yeah, I finished that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it has. It kind of loses a little bit in the middle, but I think the beginning, like the ramp up to the reveal, and the climax are the strongest parts of the Onslaught story.
100%. What were you saying, Brian?
Oh, I was just going to say, when you're saying Jerusalem wasn't the center, then you need to read Jerusalem by Alan Moore to figure out where it is.
Where the real Jerusalem is?
Yeah, they talk about it.
Because it's not about Jerusalem, it's about the new Jerusalem, man. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what
Northampton.
For Northampton.
England.
Okay, yeah, okay. I feel like I got to read Ulysses before I get into, or Finnegan's Wake before I get into Jerusalem.
No, I would not suggest that. I still don't know anybody that's finished Finnegan's Wake. Even Dennis hasn't finished Finnegan's Wake.
I'd finish it. If I've read it, I wouldn't understand it. I'd finish it, goddammit.
Let me know. Let me know how that works. Let me know how that works.
No, I've always wanted to read it. I've always wanted to read it. It's supposed to be one of the greatest literary devices of like literary works of history, man. Like, why are you encouraging people?
No,
I heard
Ulysses
both of
is.
them. I heard Finnegan's Wake is too.
Yeah.
Finnegan's Wake is, man, it has like there's a couple of words that have like hundreds of letters in them that are supposed to, be kind of read out loud in their different languages. I mean, there's not.
I can handle that. I'll just put on the shades. I can handle it.
Yeah, that would help. The shades would help. I think the shades would help. Shades would help.
Okay.
But no, you don't need to read either of those to get those. I mean, it is structured similarly, where it's very distinct chapters, and they have they follow specific people, and they change tone and writing techniques through the chapter. So I mean, it's actually pretty cool because it does shake that up. It's not like a typical linear story read or anything like that. So
okay, I can dig it. PCP Army out there watching along right now. This is your chance to get your questions out to the Excitable PCP Crew. So get them in. We're going to be wrapping up here in about 30 minutes or so. And does anybody have any show and tell with them?
I got a few.
I got something.
I knew these two would have some. I got some too. We'll do a little round. I got a couple things I want to open real quick. So bear with me, y'all. So
it's your birthday, man.
It's my birthday. So our good buddies, Nicholas Bain, they sent us the first 2 issues of their comic book, The Unicorn and the Fox, digitally like a year ago or something. And we did a very positive review of it here on the channel. So I believe that this is the 3rd issue. They actually sent me a physical copy this time. So I'm excited to see it. Oh, look at that. It's in a folder. So I got one of these nifty folders now. Wow, look at that. That's DC Black Label right there. Look at that.
Wow. That looks cool.
One of the things that blew me away.
Wow.
I'm kind of disappointed they didn't send me issue 1 and 2. Now I'm going to be like, yo, dude, come on, man. Give me 1 and 2. The artwork in this. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Very magical.
That's
look at
very
that.
good.
Thank you for that. I love the artwork in this book. It's completely independent and produced, and I think he's in LA. They have Arc Entertainment, but this is completely self-produced with amazing artwork. Look at that.
Huh.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great.
So thank you so much, Nicholas. I got another one right here I'm going to open up. This is my Star Trek graphic novel thing that I get every month. So we're going to open this one up. I had to pay for this one. But basically every month I pay for these hardcover collections that Eagle Moss does, and their Star Trek books. And it'll be the majority of every Star Trek book will be represented when this hardcover collection is done. I have 40 plus volumes of it already. And they all on the spines make this really cool, like Federation versus Borg and Romulan type thing. So in this one, we've got Star Trek Year 4. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
405-year mission.
And then we have DS9 Requiem.
Oh,
this is the DC DS9 book. So, yeah, but I'll have every single Star Trek comic book up to a point when this entire thing is completed. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
What you got, Jelani?
Well, I showed you earlier. There's only one other thing, and that's this little guy.
You got one, huh?
So finally, took me the child time to get him. He's so tiny and innocent, and I love him. I think I want to get another one. The one where he's in like the little bubble, and you can probably stand it up whenever they make that one.
That one you have is in scale with the 3 3/4 inch.
It's in with the 3. It's with the 6 inch. This will be the 6 inch Mandalorian.
Nope, it's the 3 3/4 inch, buddy.
You lie.
No, I'm telling you, man, it is.
It's the same size, though.
Yeah, it's not, dude. I'm telling you.
Really? You're telling me?
That's the one that goes with the 3 3/4 inch one. I'm telling you, man.
Okay. Well, I'm still.
I promise you, man.
Okay, let's say I have a 6.
If I'm wrong, blame it on Mike Matthews. That's what the voice told me.
He's too small. He's this size in the show for a scale.
No, he's a little bit bigger than that, buddy.
All right, whatever you say. Either way, still pretty.
I want to see him next to Mando to see, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to show you. Hold still.
How y'all doing? He's wrong. Like, I mean, I'm just saying that's the 3 3/4 inch scale. Hey, thank you, Comics Miss Explain. Thank you for being here, buddy. And thank you for the super chat a couple days ago for my birthday. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, but the Black Series has a 3 3/4 inch and a 6 inch scale.
So I hope they have a 6 inch still. I get that one too.
No, he's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that looks too small.
I think
It's too small. It's
yeah,
too small.
the child looks too small. That's not right.
I'll still get it.
He's small. He's not that freaking small.
But either way,
So this-
comes with stuff.
Is that the
Like-
Black Series Mandalorian then that you just showed us?
Yeah, this is the Black Series Mandalorian.
Okay,
With the-
okay, that's badass, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, he's
like
pretty
that.
awesome. Yeah, I can't wait till they come out with the one with the other armor.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so
with the
excited.
newer armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wish he had some blast effects for the disruptor cannon. That would be
You can buy them. You can just buy some.
I can get to, I'll just find them. But yeah, I want him and of course the other one. But yeah, the child can go with this. That's how I wanted it. And then he comes with the little. I was going to show you. He comes with this little pack, and it comes with the little ball that he held. He can't hold any of this stuff.
Oh yeah,
The little ball.
yeah,
that he
like the
plays
shifter knob thing.
with. Yeah. And then he
Oh,
comes
yeah.
with a little cup. He comes
He's
with
got the bone broth.
the bone
Is that
broth,
the frog thing?
the frog.
He needs
Awesome.
a frog. He needs an alternate head in which he's swallowing the frog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
That's true. That's true.
That's awesome.
It would be awesome. But he can't hold any of it, and because his hands are just too.
Because he's a 3 3/4 inch scale. That's why.
So
You know what
cute.
they need is a gun glued onto his hip that you can't take off.
Hey, this figure. This
He just
figure
has
is still
Han Solo's
cool.
blaster like glued to his hip for no reason.
Yeah, just for no reason.
Here's a good question before we continue on with show and tell. Here's a good question. Herminio wants to know, what member of the X-Men does everyone think they would be in this panel? I will start off with, I will say Professor Xavier. Then Jelani, you go next, and y'all just keep going. I'll be right back. Because I don't care what y'all say.
Schnick Wolverine. Oh,
I'm probably,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Cyclops, even though you guys were talking shit about him earlier.
mine is right here. Cyclops is awesome, dude. But this is mine.
Yeah.
See, won't.
Yeah.
Won't.
I mean,
Let's
I
see
got
what
the glass. I got the glasses. I think I'm more Cyclops-ish. I'd want to be the leader, even though I'm not really a leader. You know what I'm saying?
And you're
I hate
tall,
to say it.
and you're slim.
I'm slim. I like redheads.
Yeah. See? You Cyclops. What about you, Brian?
Oh, me?
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Kid Omega.
Okay. I can see some of that. That'd be awesome.
I mean, I was a punk.
You like psychic guns and stuff too.
Yeah.
You protect
Yeah.
those.
Can't take things too seriously,
That's right.
So
And the human race is trash.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And I've got a Magneto was right shirt. So,
Okay. It all
didn't wear
comes
it,
together.
yeah.
That sounds fair.
But I can go
All right,
grab
and
it
Brooks?
show and tell. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be the Beast because I'm just so much smarter than you guys.
that's true.
You're very beasty. I can see that.
Yeah.
Pre transformation, like the old school Beast.
Good old Hank McCoy.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you say? Do you have show and tell?
Oh, I'll have to go grab it. Give me a minute. I'll be right
All
back.
right. We'll go to Brooks then. Yeah, I know Brooks has show and tell.
Yeah, I got some pretty neat stuff. Like, check this out.
So hold on.
He wants.
I heard Jelani say Wolverine. I heard Holshoe say Cyclops. Jelani, by the way, you're wrong. Holshoe, you're right. Jelani is not. Jelani, I mean this is the highest compliment. But as far as the X-Men goes, homie, let's get real, okay? You are Gambit.
I see that. I can see again. I feel that.
No.
What did Brooks say?
I said Beast.
Beast.
Brooks, I appreciate you, and I love that you think you're the intellectual, but you're not. You're Iceman.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Wrong.
What did Brian say?
He's Kid Omega.
Kid Omega.
He is so wrong. He's not near as cool. He is totally Beast.
I love how you're.
Why do you ask us if you're just gonna like assign us?
No, I mean y'all can say whatever you want. I'm just saying this is my opinion. That's all. Hey, we got Robbie Bateman in the house. What's up, Big Rob? Happy birthday. Holy crap. Hammer Time Holshoe on 2 live streams, 2 weeks in a row. He's a real person going to buy lotto tickets. You owe Hammer Time some of that money if you win, Robbie. Robbie was, by the way, one of the biggest contributors. Not he and there was and another one who wants to be unnamed. Robbie hooked us up with this. He threw in a lot on this. Yes,
thanks
on
for
this mic.
Robbie, man.
Yes, thank you,
Robbie.
That's awesome.
Robbie needed a good mic.
Yeah, now I got a
you
Joe
really
Rogan mic, which Bueller was giving me shit for yesterday on Comigories, but you know, he doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be jealous, you know. But thank you, PCP Army. Y'all all contributed to not only the Joker van, but to this microphone. So now I feel like we could buy the Eiffel Tower, but we're not going to test it. Anyway, Brooks, you were doing some show and tell.
Oh yeah, this is my original Game Boy.
Holy cow!
You can see I put those stupid label stickers on it.
Just like you did your Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I put those on everything back in the day. My dad brought this label gun home, so I just like labeled the shit out of pretty much everything I've had.
They're like, why does the toaster say Brooks?
And here's the Game Boy Color.
Damn, Brooks.
Wow, Brooks, really?
See-through version. Yeah.
Is it the purple see-through?
And Robbie will remember this. The Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah.
That he sold to me way back when.
Oh, that's the one that I had?
Yep.
You still got the Super Mario game, the Mario Kart?
Yep, I still got all those carts.
You got Brain Age by any chance?
I do not.
Oh man, Brain Age was one of my favorites, man.
And here's the Nintendo DS.
Wow.
I love this. The show and tell Nintendo theme. I like this.
That's a DS Lite. That's not a regular DS, you liar.
No,
damn, called out.
That's a DS Lite.
Look at that look.
That's not an original DS. It's got the wrong shape.
And to wrap it up, here's the 3DS.
Oh, I love the 3DS.
That's not the real 3DS. That's the fucking Teen Dog shaped 3DS.
What, dude?
That's a 3DS. Where's your Switch? Where's your damn Switch? You need the family.
It's on the
cradle.
Yeah.
He could have brought out you got a Super Nintendo, you got a GameCube, you got a 64, right?
I'm saving that for later, man.
Oh yeah, nice.
I want to blow my load all at once, you know.
Stephanie says Robbie just dismantled everyone. I'm guessing he is moments away from spitting a lot.
He's got the glasses on. It's almost there.
Barry, you're always there in spirit. Thank you so much. Just watching these videos, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that stuff is support enough. And y'all don't forget, if you like these live streams that we do with the whole gang, listen to our podcast because you get this and even more. When we're not on video, we're even crazier. And for those of you who are supporting us on Patreon, please watch, or should I say listen to the PCP After Hours podcast, because that's where you get the purest and the realest PCP crew is on the PCP After Hours podcast. All right. I thought somebody was going to say something like, yeah, man, PCP podcast is great. Y'all all have been on it.
Well, we haven't done one recently. It feels like we haven't. We did that winter break, and then we were excited. We came back, and this whole COVID-19 thing, it feels like it kind of stole our thunder. So I'm excited for the next episode. I love doing the podcast. With the state
opening up, I mean, we might as well go ahead and start looking into a return date. So
yeah,
we might as well. But I still love doing these live streams, so we're not going to stop doing live streams together. We're going to keep doing the PCP Army movie poll. We're going to keep doing that. We're about to put up the baseball one. We'll cover that not this week, but next week. I hope John's there for that. I really do. This could like lead us into baseball, you know, like if we do this, we could put enough power in the universe to manifest baseball. And then after that, we're doing a John Carpenter poll for Dylan to have Dylan come back, because that was a great show that we did with Dylan. We did 3 hours 3 hours. Well, actually, we did over 1 hour on Army of Darkness, and then we went on for another 2. But we talked about Army of Darkness for over an hour.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun doing that. So I hope you guys vote in those polls. If you're voting in the baseball poll, I'm pretty sure Sandlot's going to win. But vote for 8 Men Out. Because not a lot of people have seen that movie. Let's see. Brooks labels everything like they did in the Batman 66 TV show. This is the Brooks toaster, the Brooks computer, the Brooks television. I like it.
The Brooks pewter.
Whose beard? Whose beard? Where's whose beard?
I think he's talking about Brooks.
He's talking about Brooks's beard.
I assume because I'm the only one that doesn't have a beard at the currently.
I got to trim mine up so I can wear my mask at work. Or I think we're opening up this week. So I got to trim mine down. It's weird when you wear one of those masks and your beard's like sticking out. And my beard's small compared to what I usually wear now.
Yeah, that's true. But
mine does not cover my beard.
Oh,
but shit, you still working from home, Brian?
I am. I got to go in tomorrow for the morning time, but yeah, we're not supposed to. They're going to start phasing people back in starting next week, I think. But they still haven't said anything, and the amount of people out there, they kind of have to plan it. Yeah. I mean, it's a load.
Yeah, same thing's happening to us. And if anybody from the deep is watching right now, cheers, happy Robbie Day. I'm gonna be late tomorrow. Anybody else got some show and tell? Brian, did you go grab something?
I did. I was going to start off because the only thing I had in reach was this.
Hold on, John. Do you have something?
I do. But have him do his. He's got his stuff right in front of him.
Yeah. While you go, like, if you, I just wondered if you needed to go grab something. So I was going.
Oh no, I'm good. No, I'm good.
Good deal.
Okay. But yeah, you let me borrow this book here. Star Trek, X-Men.
Yeah, man.
What? There's a Star Trek X-Men crossover?
Yeah. I think this is actually the second one.
That's the second. I told you that when you borrowed it. It's like, I think there's another, but I can't find it right now.
Yeah, I know. But like, I started reading it, and I'm kind of one of those completist guys, right? And I was like, oh, this seems like a second one. And then I read something, and I was like, I finally started watching DS9. By the way, I'm almost done with season 2. And then there's a spoiler.
It's about to get really good, dude.
Yeah. It changes.
I'm liking it fairly well. There's been some duds. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, like that. Well, never mind. But yeah, like there's a spoiler for DS9 in this, and I was like, oh man, now I got to watch all of DS9 before I read this book. But then you don't. I mean, it's like, it's good. I mean, it's a good straight adventure story. It takes place in the in the Star Trek universe. The X-Men are pulled into it, and there's the planet X, and they kind of have mutants erupting on their planet, and then but in a kind of weird coincidence thing, one of my friends from high school that I haven't physically seen him probably 15, 20 years, but while I was reading this book, and it only took me 3 days to read this book, he sent me a picture of like the X-Men from like the cartoon, but they were amalgams of Star Trek characters. And
nice.
And like Wolverine was Worf and Data was Nightcrawler. And I was like, holy shit.
That makes sense.
I'm reading like that book, and like, I don't know. I thought that was an amazing coincidence. But when we did that X-Men thing there, about who in the X-Men, I said I'd be Kid Omega. Oh, that's gonna be hard to see, isn't it?
Oh, that's clean.
I can see.
That's a commission I got from Ramon with Robbie, as a matter of fact, from Ramon Villalobos.
Super cool guy.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. When was that? October in Memphis.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. This is definitely one of my favorites. I haven't got it framed yet. I take forever to do that, but I'll be getting that done here soon. So, but yeah, he did it. Magneto's right, but he did it his own way. So I can scan this in and share that on the page if you want to. But,
yeah, I like that, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, he's a super cool guy. And then I don't know if I did share this one recently. I just got this earlier in the week. This is a commission I just got from my cousin Ibrahim Mustafa. And it's he's the biggest Superman fan I've ever met, and he shared this on Twitter to point out how this is his favorite Superman he's ever done. He's been drawing him his whole life, and man, that thing blew up. And it actually made some kind of comic book list of sketches and commissions for the week or something like that. So I don't know.
Wow, it's cool.
Like, had Brainiac in there and everything. So yeah. So that's
They're
that's
awesome.
what I got.
That's nice. Nobody else has original art. I guarantee that. So
No.
Yeah. I've got some. I bought that Beta Ray Bill from the expo last year, but I'm
Who
not
did
showing
it?
that off.
Who did it?
I forgot his name. I feel terrible. I don't remember
From
his name
last
right
year?
now. Or yeah, from last year.
Would it have been? Was it?
Hold on, I'll show it. I'll show it to you now. Hold on.
De La Rosa?
I can't remember his name. Hold on.
Butler? Stephen Butler? John, what do you
you're
got?
You're thinking of. I got nothing.
what do you got for? What do you got for show and tell, buddy?
Two things. I had bought, if you recall, I couldn't wait for the American release of Shin Godzilla, so I had imported it. But I saw the American release on sale like 2 weeks ago for $5, so I bought the American version of Shin Godzilla. $5? $5 freaking dollars. If you haven't seen Shin Godzilla, by the way, it's phenomenal. So go watch it.
Right.
It's by the director who did Neon Genesis Evangelion.
If you haven't seen Shin Godzilla yet,
whatever. Shin Godzilla.
I want to see that.
So Charlie Sheen's in that?
It's phenomenal. Yeah, it's Charlie Sheen Godzilla. So it's Charlie Sheen. He gets hit by a radioactive.
Radioactive Emilio Estevez? That'd be crazy.
Well, Emilio Estevez is his coach in the movie.
That makes sense.
And then this other thing that I haven't opened yet is in the box here.
And his trash
so
man.
We were doing video games earlier, and you know how they have the little Genesis Mini, right? And then they have the Nintendo Mini and everything.
Yeah.
This one I wanted to get for a while, but I didn't want to pay the price for it because I heard it was meh.
Is it the TurboGrafx 16 Mini?
Is it a DS Lite?
That's not out yet, actually. That got delayed, but I bought the Neo Geo Mini.
Oh, cool!
Oh.
Wow!
So it was on sale, and it's a little it looks like a little arcade machine, but you can plug it into your TV. And see, there's a picture on the side of that. So it's a little arcade machine, but it actually plugs into your television. There are 40 Neo Geo classics: Metal Slug, King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, King of Monsters. There's a lot of games. There's the back.
Weren't
But
it was on sale for 30.
Bigger than that.
Yeah.
Thing is?
And it's got a little screen and everything. It's got a control pad on it. And then I bought a controller to plug into it because I heard the controls kind of suck that are built into it. So I ended up buying a controller.
Do you have to play it on that little screen?
No, you can plug it in. It's got HDMI. You can play it on a big screen, or you can play it on the little built-in screen if you want it.
The control is the control that right there.
Oh yeah, you got that controller, or you can use. They sell official controllers. I bought a controller.
That's why you got to buy the controller, man.
Yeah, so I bought a controller. So you don't need to, but I wanted a better experience. I thought it would suck trying to use this little gamepad thing, but it was on sale, and I've wanted it for a while. So I figured now that it was on sale, it was worth getting because I heard it was meh. It's not as good as the NES Mini or the Genesis Mini or anything, but I'm a big Neo Geo fan, and the price was right, so I figured pull the trigger. But 40 games on here—that's a lot of games.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I got Alicia the PlayStation Mini, the PlayStation Classic or whatever, and she plugged it up because she always wanted to play that first Resident Evil game, right? She played it for like 3 hours and got frustrated with it. I was like,
the controls are so frustrating in the old.
Yeah. I know, and I was like, I've never played it, but Brooks knows. I watched Brooks and George play this over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I was like, you just got to stick with it. So then we were playing Tekken 3's on there. And we were playing that for a while. And then like after a couple days, when I kind of figured out the moves again, I kind of kicked her ass a lot. And she was like, she hasn't played it since. But we still have that. And we have the Atari 2600 one. And I plug that in every once in a while and play Missile Command or Caverns of Mars. But Caverns of Mars is ridiculous. What do you got to show us, Jelani?
No, it was this Beta Ray Bill that was done like I said at the expo. I can't remember his name at all, but that's his signature at the bottom. But I love this Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill is my favorite, one of my favorite characters on top of being one of my favorite Marvel Legends.
Dude, that's really nice.
I was like, I love the picture, and I can't.
Did you commission that?
That's name.
Did you commission that, or did you buy it already?
I bought it. I already bought it as the print.
It looks like an Ed McGuinness type style, doesn't it, guys?
Yeah. I love it.
Looks good.
Yeah,
looks really good.
Really excited.
Yeah, it's nice.
It looks different than most Beta Ray Bills you see, and that's why I like it, man.
Yeah, I want to find a lot of sketches with Beta Ray Bill. and just get a collage of
But
them.
his first appearance is a thing to get right now. In fact, if anybody is specking, I'm not really a spec guy, but if I had to pick anything right now, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill, first appearance of Firelord and Terrax. You want to get those right now. Any key first appearance in Fantastic Four, you want to get it right now. That's good stuff. I got some more things I want to open up for show and tell real quick. First of all, you were here Friday night. We opened up the Black Lash and the Mandarin. So who we opening up tonight? But Gray Gargoyle. Y'all ready for this?
Hey.
From the bottom, Jelani.
That's
Thank
exactly
you so
right.
much for that. I've never heard that, but thank you so much.
You know, rip the card apart.
It works every time. Look at that. I totally screwed off that buzz off. Did you see me open that up? Oh my god.
Yes.
So he Gray Gargoyle can turn to stone, and he can turn other things to stone.
Right.
Brooks, do you remember when they did and shit, Brian may have read this too. Do you remember when they did Fear Itself?
Yeah, when they turned like an entire city to stone, and like Iron Man like falls into a bunch of statues and breaks them, and there's like pieces of people.
Yeah,
all
he
around
kills
him.
all those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they undo it like 2 issues later. Yeah, it sucks. Anyway, so what he does, so his arm goes back, right? How does it release? I guess I better read the back of the
Read
card.
the back. Yeah.
Is that hard with sunglasses on?
No, because it just does this, right?
Oh, he's just like,
Here's the idea.
he's shooting threes.
You get this.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
This is a brick. See that?
Yeah.
See that? It's a brick.
Yeah.
It's got a little peg. See that?
Was he
His
in that?
hands
Hey,
got a little hole. So this is his action figure. His action feature. He throws a brick. I'm serious. That's what he does. That's kind of
Hey,
weird.
so he's like Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a great gargoyle figure, and it's actually a pretty cool figure. You know, I love this Toy Biz stuff.
Wait, does he have a pencil mustache?
He
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, he does.
That is a badass mustache.
Yeah.
You should do it, John. You can.
They made a decent Marvel Legend of him too.
So this is something that I got a little bit ago. Hey,
You're gonna do that now?
everybody. Jim Mint's in the building, and so
Hey,
is
Jim
Fee.
Mint.
So is Fee. Hell yeah. What's up, Jim Mint and Fee? How are y'all doing? I was talking earlier about how if you're going to lose to in comic gories, you want to lose to Jim Mint. Thank y'all for being here. We're opening toys right now. This is something I bought a few months ago.
I cannot believe you're opening this now.
What do you think I'm opening?
Oh, I know what you're opening. It's something that all three of us should be opening.
I couldn't see
Yeah.
it.
I already opened mine.
Really? You opened yours, bro?
Have you not opened yours,
Yeah.
Delaney?
No.
Go grab yours right now. Let's open it together.
I am not, because it's on my
I ain't
wall.
gonna
It's
keep I'm
gorgeous.
gonna keep my He-Man on a card. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So not only is this a He-Man figure, it's transforming He-Man. He completely glows in the dark, y'all.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
I almost don't want to open this because that card's super cool.
Art is
It's
cool.
unpunched. Look at that. But
Mine's
guess what?
I
Toys
know.
are meant to be opened and played with, not to be displayed with. What?
Oh God.
You're right, but this one's different for me. Now that I've seen it,
Yeah,
it.
these He-Man figures don't open as cleanly as some of the others, guys. Now, this is the Super 7 figure. They did an amazing line, and then they lost the rights. So let's open this up real quick. Oh, my God.
Look at him.
I cannot wait for this.
I know you're gonna hate this. How does he smell? Like plastic?
He smells like plastic.
Yep.
Smells like plastic. So there it is right there. He's transforming He-Man, but he's really just glow in the dark, right? All of his weapons glow in the dark, which is super
cool.
badass. I'm going to pull me off a full screen while I'm
So he
getting this
doesn't
all put
transform
together.
into shit. He just glows in the dark.
Yeah. I got my
Yeah.
nephew. I got my nephew glow in the dark He-Man because my sister asked me to get one for him. And the other, like at his birthday party, like a little while back, he had thrown it off of like his monkey bars and broken the arm off of it. So they had to super glue him back together.
Is that your whole story?
Yeah. This is like
Could have been better.
the lesson is like don't buy my nephew cool toys because he'll just break them by throwing them off of things. I'm gonna get him that Optimus Prime.
What, the $50 one? Why can't get the shield on there right? Did you have a problem with your shield, Brooks?
No, I didn't have any problem getting anything on with him.
Huh. Screw the shield. The sword's the most important thing.
Yeah.
What's cool is he still has the half a sword that you can attach to Skeletors.
Yeah.
He still has the half
cool.
right there.
The half, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna attempt this. Hold on, I can't see shit right now.
Hold on.
I got that
Because you have sunglasses on.
I'm doing it too. Because like I turned on all my lights because I have mine too.
Yeah, me too. I just turned on the one light so I can. Let me get it charged up. You opening yours, Jelani?
No, I'm just charging it up because I want to show you what it looks like. Hold still.
He's gonna charge it in the package.
Jelani looks like he's in Paranormal Activity, which was like the scariest movie he's ever seen.
You can't do it with the light on the camera. That sucks. But he's like, hold on. Let me just do it better.
Let's just go to me. All right, here we go.
Go
Y'all
for
ready
it.
for this? I've charged it up. Look at that. Well, damn, the camera. I mean, the
I really
screen.
can't.
Can you see?
Badass. Okay,
Whoa.
that really works.
Awesome, isn't it? Yeah.
Nice.
He's good in green too. I got an LED light.
Now I gotta wait for my monitor to turn back on. I can't. Hey, there we go. Did y'all get a good view of that? Did that look good?
Yeah, actually it did. It actually
Good.
fell.
It looked good. Now I'm all in the dark.
I love glow in the dark shit. I really do, y'all.
Yeah. And get a room of it. He is so cool.
Yeah,
He is so amazing.
Look
Yeah,
at that. Doesn't it look super cool?
yeah. And he glows for a long time. I got an LED
'Cause he's
light.
all glowy, man.
Yeah. I have the power.
Yeah, that's why he's transforming He-Man, right?
I think the name's still misleading.
Yeah, I still got to
He should have like a flip head, like one of the Power Rangers, right?
Yeah, I want him to turn into a boat or a fucking car.
What was the car? What was the guy that turned into the car? The cartoon show? Was it Teen something?
Oh God, I remember what you're talking about. It was like in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he just turned into a car and that was it?
Yeah.
Car. And then it was like, I'm too cold. I changed back. Yeah, I forgot his name, or I forgot the name of the show.
Turbo
But
Team.
yeah.
Turbo
Do
Team.
you remember
Turbo
there was
Team.
a John Candy cartoon called Camp Candy?
Yeah,
Anybody remember?
I remember that.
NBC. Yeah, man. Camp. It had a good
Came on
song
the same
too.
time like as the Karate Kid and Captain N and all that stuff.
That's right. I miss that guy.
There you go. Right there. See it?
Yep.
What a weird show.
His face.
He's kinda like
Never seen that.
Plastic Man.
You've never seen this?
You've
Oh,
never
no.
seen Turbo Teen?
I like, yeah, there it is. Turbo Teen.
Yeah.
Wow.
What year was that? Cartoon show,
It
guy
had to be
turned into
late
car.
70s, early 80s, right?
Gotta be the 80s.
It was the 80s.
84. 1984.
Yep.
USA, buddy.
Yep. I
Well,
remember that.
rerun on USA. It was on ABC.
It was on ABC.
Yeah. I remember that, man. I do.
Turbo Teen. God, it's all.
Apparently anything went in cartoons that era.
Dude, that's why they were the
Yeah.
best cartoons, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I have anything else glow in the dark around me right now since I got this light on.
It's the only thing. My He-Man's still glowing in the corner, and I'm still sitting in the dark. Hold still.
I got plenty glow in the dark stuff. I think I put some of it up already. Oh, by the way, Brooks, the other day when you were talking about that Ash pop that you wanted, you had the Ash versus the Evil Dead one.
Yeah.
That's the one you were talking about that you wanted.
Oh, that's the Army of Darkness.
Yeah, that's the Army of Darkness one right there. Oh man, the figures look better in this lighting when I like show them off, don't they? Let's look at that pencil mustache again. Look at that.
It's magnificent.
No shit, that looks great, dude. And he throws rocks. He throws bricks. That's his magical power. Why
and
not?
crew cut and a domino mask, man. That's all you need.
He's got that military buzz. Do you remember the Beavis and Butthead coach? Kick me in the Jimmy.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? See how good the Spawn figure looks. Just like, yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I can't wait to get mine. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, the new one? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've got that same one. From the deep.
You know, Jim Mint, likes to throw out all these hundreds of dollars on statues, and he gets all these statues, and I'm like, whatever. $100 action figure. That's what I got coming to me. Could have been a $40. It would have been $40, but I literally paid. If it's supposed to be 40, it would have been 50 after shipping, maybe 55, 60. It would have been 60.
It would have been 60 bucks.
I paid like 90 after shipping for this one because it was 40 to 80. So I literally paid double price just to get a Todd McFarlane signature.
You are crazy, man.
No, it's because I knew that one day I'm going to be like, I want to sell all this Spawn shit. And that the Todd McFarlane signed exclusive Kickstarter Spawn figure.
Are you going to open it?
Yeah, but because this is going to be done in a way, dude. So the packaging is just like this packaging, right?
It's clamshell.
It's got the comic book in it, but it's going to be able to be opened up and put back together and in the box as if you've never opened it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I watched the videos.
Yep. So I'm very excited about that. And now the comic book, first of all, it has a new cover. So that's going to be cool. And that's something that collectors are going to be into anyway. And it's a foil stamped cover now because we hit over $3.5 million.
That's right.
It'd be nice if more figures, more
that was my
toys
first
did that.
Kickstarter.
Made it so you can put figures back on the card and take them out to display them.
That's how I think it should be, to be honest with you.
Kind of like how Pops are.
I'm just scared of the articulation.
Put them back in if you want.
The whole articulation thing, like the shoulders for Spawn, it always looks like he's hunched over on this side, and I'm scared of that. That's the only thing I'm scared of on this figure. But other than that, that figure looks clean, and the way he's working on the articulation for the legs, it looks fantastic. And he was always during the party, he was sticking in like extra pieces and different effects for each figure. I've never been a part of something like that before, and it was my first Kickstarter. I'm really so excited to get this figure.
It's fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Kickstarting's fun.
Yeah, Kickstarting's pretty fun. It's like I will admit I've gotten some things in the mail and kind of been like, "Whoa, I remember this." Because sometimes it can take 6 months to get stuff out of that. Yeah. So
because you have to get the funding, and sometimes when it's not as popular, I'm sure it takes a while.
Yeah, we're not going to get the Spawn figure till like what do you say, October, November?
Yeah.
But that's one of the best things is like we will literally forget about this, and then one day we'll get a Spawn figure.
And I'm so glad that he took the money out first. Just it's not like a pre-order. It's just like get my money, and then whenever it shows up, I'll be excited.
Oh, the biggest problem about Kickstarter is that they'll do a Kickstarter and you'll like sign up for it, and they'll be like, "We'll take the money out at this date," and you'll forget about it.
Yeah.
But I was paying attention to this one. Brian, did you get your Hey Amateur in yet?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's a beautiful book. I haven't read any of it yet, but
yeah, I got a little pack of stuff. I read Vita's story, and then I do need to start scanning through it. It's got a lot of really cool things in there.
It does.
And yeah, I need to I guess they're having trouble getting a lot of them out, and so that Shelley Bond was asking people to share photos with theirs and stuff like that. So and everything. But there is one I just backed the other day.
Is that the Jeff Lemire Matt Kent one?
Yeah, they're about to add a retailer tier too. So
nice.
You can get those are usually they're like half the cost for like 4 of them or something like that. But you have to figure out some way to show your store or whatever. But yeah, it's Jeff Lemire and Matt Kent, called Cosmic Detective, and the art is that David Rubin that did the Ether story with Matt Kent. Yeah. So it's real trippy looking stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be a graphic novel, so like 100 pages, something like that.
I saw it, and I immediately meant to like message you and let you know about it in case you hadn't known about it, because I saw it the day it came up. Like I saw like an article about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually on Kickstarter right now, and I'm going to go ahead and back it. So you guys keep talking.
Matt Kent promotes his stuff pretty well, so I actually saw it on the day it came out because he he put it on blast, put some stuff out. So
what's it called again? Because I'm not finding it right now.
It's Cosmic Detective.
Okay.
So they're actually they had a Kickstarter for Matt Kent does a lot of that stuff. They're actually doing a board game for mind management. They did through that, and then he did one. He did a mind management comic where it was a record with it, like the old 70s thing where you had the comic with the record where all the stuff was acted out and everything like that.
This is what I was talking about this last night because you get playing cards if you hit a certain level. I'm going to do that one. Did you do that one, Brian?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they do a lot of. I mean, like it's always high quality stuff they make too. I mean, he Matt Kent's first job was as a bookbinder and stuff like that. So like he actually understands all the stuff that goes into getting it created and everything.
Very cool, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I'm going to back it right now. Let's see. I want the playing cards because I don't play it any way else.
Yeah, I got an original art from Matt Kent, and I got it I thought it would make a lot of money because of that Inhumans show. Because I got Black Bolt and Karnak. I'm kidding. I didn't get it. I got it because they're totally cool characters.
But the TV show was awesome.
Cool, I'm back.
It was amazing. Like I actually watched every episode, and at the end, I was like, oh, wow. Wow. I mean, did you guys watch it by any chance?
No.
Like the whole thing?
No.
Because like it was almost like, did they just cut the funding at one point? Yeah, I mean, like the effects and all the other stuff. It was just
they
like
realized they were getting 20th Century Fox, and they were like, "Nope, we're done."
Man.
You blame
like, yeah.
Mike Perlmutter for all that Inhumans. Doing it. You blame him.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It was.
We gotta have a mutant team. Let's get the Inhumans. Let's do it all. Screw the X-Men. And I'm like, why, dude? Just buy something.
We all knew that was going to be destined to fail.
Yeah,
it was an outright disaster.
The Inhumans are not going to be the X-Men. It's just not going to happen, right?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. And like you try to make it that way, and you put it in Shield. You give the seeds of Shield. Like whole seasons were dedicated to setting up the Inhumans, and they even killed like a Shield member that I liked. And I was like, oh man, my cousin's friend works on Agents of Shield right now. They're doing helped write the last season, and he said it hurt him because the guy I'm talking about, I forgot his name now, but he was a great character, and they just killed him off because he was a part of the Inhumans. That they were exposed to certain things.
The dude they died. Are you talking about the dude that was dating Daisy?
Yeah,
Lincoln?
That's what I think you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Yeah,
I like
that's
him
right.
a lot.
He was a good character, and they killed him off. Yeah, at the end of season 3, I believe, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They killed him, and that
was the last I watched because season 4 is the one where they did Ghost Rider. I've still yet to see that.
I saw that one. I think that's the last season I saw.
Because that was finished that season.
That was the end of the Traitor guy.
That's Justin's favorite superhero TV show ever is S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I wish he was here right now so I could just berate the hell out of him over that.
It's too many episodes, man.
Yeah.
It's too many meaningless bullshit episodes, man.
It just goes on forever. You're like, come on.
Let's lay it down on the table right now. What is the best superhero TV show? Jelaine.
Legion.
Oh. Well, okay, Brian. Brian said Legion.
Right?
Go ahead.
He's not bad.
Explain why.
Legion? Well, it was I think one of the main reasons was Noah Hawley, did Fargo and everything. The music in it is I mean, you can't ask for better music, especially, being a kid from the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. I mean, it's definitely remixed stuff as far as like songs they chose. And visually, it was stunning in a lot of areas, and I don't know if you guys have seen season 3, but like some of the characters they made up for season 3 and the way they visually represented some of that stuff, just like so cool, man. I would just rewatch episodes as soon as they were done, just to watch all that stuff all over again. And I don't ever do that. I mean, I don't pour over stuff like that. That one really blew my mind.
What about you, Jelani?
I agree. Mine would be Daredevil. Daredevil is the most complete to me. Like, it had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It told a compelling story. It had compelling characters. It spawned the universe for Netflix. I mean, it was so successful. I really wish that there was a way they could put that version of Daredevil in the MCU.
Yeah.
And like actually use him as a character, like have his own movie and have his own world. Because I think Daredevil was of the group, I would say Punisher is a close second to that. But
Punisher's not a superhero.
Yeah. Well, he's an anti-hero.
He's not a superhero though. I said superhero TV.
Okay, so be it.
Superhero
Daredevil.
TV.
Daredevil.
You got it right, Daredevil. Daredevil's my favorite superhero TV based on a comic book.
You're talking about superhero TV show?
Superhero TV show.
Yeah, okay, I picked
Daredevil's a great pick. That's my favorite one that's actually based on a comic book. My favorite superhero TV show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She's superhero.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Okay, if you don't want to count Buffy, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Super Sentai. If you don't want to count that, it's Daredevil. If it has to be comic book based, it's Daredevil. Daredevil's a great one.
You didn't just put it in
I didn't. No, I didn't. Do you have another? Do you have another pick then? If without the comic book,
Daredevil's great, dude.
Yeah, Daredevil's like Daredevil's great.
I'm sticking with it.
Best villain in MCU.
I was agreeing with you.
Clean. I know.
What about you, Hammer Time?
Buffy.
Um,
We did a whole podcast about this. You remember that?
So if we're going with regular, I feel like it's unfair for Netflix or HBO or somebody because they have so much money and so much less limitations that regular television does. So if you're saying regular television,
hold on a second.
I think Flash.
Okay, but you brought it up HBO, and I maybe I should change my answer to Watchmen because that's really good.
See?
Yeah.
I would say if no limits, you count everything, Umbrella Academy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, why did I not think of that? Oh my God, you're right. Umbrella Academy is amazing.
If you're talking if you're including everything, but I'm surprised as far as television goes. As much as I love Flash because I'm biased, I'm a big Flash fan.
Well, that first season
I'm
amazing.
with Brian about Legion. Legion's amazing.
Yeah, Legion is great.
But Umbrella Academy is my favorite comic book show. Period, and it's obviously they're heroes. I mean, they're but that's my favorite.
Umbrella Academy is amazing, and it's one of those rare.
So
it's a rare instance where it's better than the comic book.
Yeah, I
think it's better than the comic book. I think the comic book is its own thing, but the show gets to elaborate on some of that stuff.
Yeah, see, I read all the comics. So.
Yeah.
What's that?
I had a really weird Gerard Way dream last night, by the way, where I met him he was at a Target. He just happened to be shopping, and I see Gerard Way, and I'm like, oh my God, my friend Robbie loves you. I got to call him and tell him you're here. He's like, hey, while you're here, can you clean this table? I don't know why I had to clean a fucking table. I'm like, I'm not cleaning this table. Fuck you, Gerard Way. And then I never called you, Robbie, and told him that was it. That was the whole dream. It doesn't make any sense.
I love it.
But in the future, if I see Gerard Way at a Target, I will let you know.
I love it. Umbrella Academy is a great one, man. I cannot wait for season 2 of that.
They need a Klaus spinoff, man.
And yeah, they do. They do. Nice. He's now. I don't know if he's my favorite character, and he was not my favorite character in the comic, like at all. Yeah, that's a really good one, Umbrella Academy.
So was he close in the comic though? So you're saying like,
have you read the comic, Brian?
I've only read the first couple issues, and that was like a long time ago. I was kind of waiting to finish the show because I was like halfway through the show when I was like, well, I should read the comic, and then I was like, that'll confuse me though. Like,
the show kind of takes elements from the first. Yeah, it kind of takes elements from the first 2 books and puts them all together, right? Mm-hmm. But it gets to elaborate on the characters a lot more because each of these was like 6 issues. You know what I'm saying? So Gerard and Gabriel Ba only had like 6 issues to convey all this information. And you actually learn more about the story in the TV show. Like the whole idea that Ben is haunting Klaus, you don't get that ever in the comic book. Like that was first revealed. Yeah, it's true. It's canon. It's just not something we learned yet in the comic book.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently Gerard told the showrunners how the whole thing was going to go. Because Umbrella Academy is meant to be 6 to 8 volumes, and they've done 3, right? So, and it's going to take a while because, now they got MCR back together. Oh, by the way, yeah, they get MCR back together. By the way, no concerts in 2020. What the hell?
They're only going to do one show, weren't they? Is this going to be?
They did a whole tour, dude. They were going to be in Atlanta. Me and John were talking about going, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were going to headline a festival Herminio
I have
says,
tickets for August. I don't even know what's going to happen for that.
see, I got tickets to that Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle thing, and right now it's in September, but we'll see because Mike's telling me that Live Nation's canceling all their stuff. The seasons get better after season 3, yeah, but I still don't believe Justin. That's not the best.
Ghost Rider was good on that show. He is the car version, and the guy they got to play him is perfect, and they kind of allude that Ghost Rider was Nicolas Cage. Like they don't get Nicolas Cage to be in it, which was really close, but it feels like it's the Ghost Rider from Nicolas Cage's.
Herminio says Flash is the best DC show.
Yeah,
I think the first season is pretty
season.
solid.
The first season, I cried in the season, so yeah.
No, I never watched that. Did you ever watch that, Brian?
Oh, I did
Power
watch
Show?
the first episode. It didn't grab me.
Because it's the guy from District 9 that's playing Christian, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
Eddie Izzard is playing the villain, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it was like I disliked it, but it didn't grab me enough, and I didn't like at that time. Like, so I don't know. I'd probably give it another shot.
Yeah, me too. Probably. Brooks,
Because I love that comic book.
Brooks, what's your favorite superhero TV show?
Probably Wolverine and the X-Men. I don't know if you're counting animated shows, but yeah.
Yeah, we weren't counting. Yeah, damn, I didn't even think about that. I changed my answer to Batman the Animated Series.
Oh yeah.
I also like the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
It's good.
Back in the day.
Together we as one. Avengers. Yeah. They did a great run though. Like the first like 2 seasons.
They covered a lot of great Avengers.
Based a lot of Avengers history. They did a whole they were
all the characters are really good.
Yeah. They did Thor. They did Thor's story right. They did so much right in that show. And of course the music. And they got the essence of every Avenger. It feels like the Avengers and the camaraderie between Hawkeye and Hulk. And Hulk was good.
I'll come back if you know this.
Yeah, they were like best friends, and they play that up really well. I love that show. And I think
they got big jaws. I want to kick your ass.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. I do appreciate everybody being here. Jelani, Holshoe, Brooks, Brian, thank you so much. Everybody out there in the PCP Army, including Herminio. There's been all the comments for the last bit there.
Thanks, dude.
We went long tonight because it's my birthday bash, so thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the warm wishes and all that stuff. So, Jelani, thank you for being here. Your final thoughts, and I want to ask you specifically, why do you like fucking with other people's food?
Just yours, man. Just yours. By the way, okay. So the first time I met you for real, I was at the movie theater, and I gave you a blank write-up slip to fill out because you didn't clean the popper.
Yeah, it was literally my first week there.
It was literally his first week. I was a total and complete dick to you.
Yep,
and
you were.
And I apologize for none of it.
Yeah, I know.
But either way, man, you know what? Ever since then, like you were telling me your scripts and your big ideas and all these things, and I was like, yeah, sure, right, whatever. But as I go, I'm glad that this is the medium that was chosen for you because you're built for it. You have that personality. I'm not trying to kiss your butt or nothing. I'm just giving you happy birthday well wishes. You're a fantastic dude. I'm glad I met you. I'm glad I met you, all of you guys. You guys are fantastic. And I really, wish you good things in the future, man. That's all I want. All I want to wish on you.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Same to you, buddy. Same to you. The friends that we just cannot get rid of each other.
Although we try.
Holshu, thank you so much.
Like herpes.
You're like herpes. You're one of my
Oh,
oldest
thanks for
friends.
having me, man. Happy birthday.
Oh, you were one of my oldest friends, and you went away for a while and you came back, just like herpes. And I really do appreciate you.
I'll never
being
go
here.
away. I am like herpes. You can't get rid of me.
Thank
Try
you so
all sorts
much.
of creams.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for being the blood pumping behind PCP. I really do appreciate you. You are one of the biggest reasons why this dream is coming true. So thank you for being here on my birthday, and your final thoughts. And I want to ask you, why do you hate my cat so much?
Creamsicle's a dick, man. Creamsicle is such a dick all the time. I told that story about when he attacked me because you wouldn't let him in your room. You were meditating, that's all. You shut your door for 1 damn minute. I'm carrying a damn piece of pizza and a can of soda, I remember it. And he attacked me because he was mad. So he's just a dick.
He still does that.
He's just an asshole for no apparent reason.
You're
right.
That's why I hate him.
I can't fault you for that.
But people are like, oh, he's just a cat. Well, your other cat is sweetest cat in the world. So not all cats are assholes.
Ariel's amazing, man.
Yeah. My mom's got a cat that's really sweet. So they're nice cats. Creamsicle is just the spawn of Satan.
Anyway, your final thoughts other than your hate on my cat. Thank you for being here, John. I love you so much. Thank you. John is he is the Wizard of Oz. If PCP is Oz, he's the guy behind the curtains making it all happen.
Yeah, but don't look behind the curtain because I guess I'm
masturbating back there.
He's jerking two guys off. Like, isn't what he said?
That's how the show runs. It runs on streaming. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me on the show. And I really have a final thought. I'm just excited to get things to normalize again, and I'll start doing the podcast again. I'm really excited about the shows, the future of PCP. We'll have 5 years, and I think there's a lot more to come. So I'm excited about it. And I appreciate you. Like Delaney said, man, toughing it through when you're doing the videos all the week, and you look like you're having fun, and people are tuning in and seem to be enjoying the show. So I think that initially it was like, let's do a podcast. You're like, I'm going to expand to YouTube and add this and that. And your content has grown, but I think the show has matured and grown a bigger audience. And it's because of all the work you put into it. So happy birthday to PCP, but happy birthday to you, man.
Oh, thank you so much, Holshu. Brooks.
Yeah.
When I first met you, I didn't like you.
Still doesn't.
Really?
I don't think you. Yeah, I don't
get that impression.
Brooks, you're another one of my oldest friends. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this PCP dream. Thank you for going on this journey with us, and thank you just for always being there. And anytime I want to just play some Mario with someone or watch a goofy movie, you're always there, and I appreciate it, Brooks. So, final thoughts, and what I want to ask you is this: why did you hate me when you first met me?
I actually didn't care one way or the other for you. I was pretty neutral on you, but like you had this kind of like animosity towards me. I was just kind of like, well, I just kind of like, well, if he doesn't like me, then I'll just avoid him, And then it's kind of like you like invited me over to smoke that time, and then like all of a sudden we're like best friends like overnight. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird when I think back to it, because like I never had that kind of relationship with anybody else ever. Like I never became friends with somebody like that quickly.
Well, it was awesome. Me, you, and Gillespie had that connection.
Yeah,
and I think the connection was that me, you, and Gillespie were the ones that bought the weed.
Yeah.
But no,
like the damn freeloader.
Me and Brooks instantaneously. And yeah, no kidding, right? But George was just, he was very specific about the kind of music he wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
He wouldn't listen to any Third Eye Blind. He was like, that's an inside joke. Me and Brooks I didn't like Brooks so much at the beginning because we all have a friend in common, and he was my best friend growing up, and he was Brooks's best friend in high school, and that was the thing right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that did not last long, like Brooks said. We became best friends overnight, and I love you, Brooks. I love you so much.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
out of all my friends, you're the
Glad I
one.
met you.
You're the one that Alicia likes the best. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
She does. I can tell that.
I'm just kidding. She likes all of y'all. She does,
Well,
but
we're
she
kinda
does
like-
like Brooks the best. I'm not even kidding.
like
Like,
brothers.
she's like, I've never met anybody like Brooks. Brooks is so chill. It doesn't matter what the hell happens. Brooks is just always Brooks. You can count on
True.
Brooks to be Brooks.
That's true.
for better or
always-
for worse. You know?
Brian, thank you for being here. I know you started off as just a customer, bustomer, as I like to call him, and a fan, but you've become one of my best friends, and I love your analytical skill that you bring to Comics Revisited and to the podcast that you're on. That's why when I do a heavy duty podcast like Jack Kirby, me and John have you on. So I appreciate you being here. I really do love and respect you, and I appreciate you. And I just want to ask, how frustrating is it to you that I never return your messages?
I mean, part of my analytical nature is I realize that, it's just going to happen. I mean, after a little bit of time, it's just, the sting's always there, but it deadens over time, I mean, it just gets softer and softer. It's still there. It's still there. So, but no, I want to say I really appreciate you inviting me to be part of this. It's an absolute joy and blast to be a part of. It's getting to read comics as research is a really cool thing, actually. It's a super cool channel, super cool group of guys, and I've met you guys through this and everything like that, and it's a real joy. I really, really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for being here. You going to be down to do a show with me with Alex?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they'll do a show with
that
me.
coming up?
Wait, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I put the word out. They all came back and said, "Yeah, we'll do a show." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right." Like I put this thing out on Twitter one night. I think I drank too much that day, and I was like, "Who would be willing to do an interview with me?" On the YouTubes, and so many people started responding back. So yeah, I think I want to get something set up with Alex first, and get it set up with you, maybe Liana. But you down with it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd be excited for that.
Hell yeah, lots of
Is
excitement
Dennis
here
in there?
coming to PCP. Yeah, Dennis too, but you're not allowed. Dennis is mine and mine only.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Anyway, lots of excitement here at PCP. Thank you for the birthday celebrations. We'll be doing this again because we're celebrating 5 years as PCP in just a couple months. Podcast is coming back very soon. Me and John will be talking about getting that back to going. And the next episode is going to be all about comic book villains. The movie reviews will resume as usual. We don't have one coming up this week, but we have one coming up next. Well, we were talking about doing the Mortal Kombat one this week, actually, weren't we? Brooks, we were talking about you weren't here for that. You want to do a Friday night Mortal Kombat Scorpion movie review?
Yeah, this coming Friday.
Yeah, you watched that, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then. And then we'll do the baseball poll. We'll be up in the PCP Army. So join the PCP Army if you're on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, good for you. Good for you. You can follow me on Twitter at Rockin Robbie. You can follow Pop Culture Philosophers on Instagram and on Facebook. And we have a website. It's popculturephilosophers.com. And do not forget the podcast. The podcast is the best thing we do. Some episodes are available here on YouTube, but you can get the latest episodes at our website, popculturephilosophers.com. We're also on iTunes, iHeartRadio, all that stuff and more. So thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it. Happy Robbie Day. Everybody, eat a taco, watch some baseball clips on YouTube because that's all you got a chance to do, and drink an IPA. And if you don't get a chance to do that tonight, do it for the rest of the week. Anyway, happy PCP, everybody. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for rocking with us. Holler, y'all.